Alex and the Cross, the greatest streamers that you've never heard of. You are tuned into Chronicles of Andriesia.
After dark.
After dark.
Yeah. Ooh, sexy.
This is session number 41, and I just want to take a quick moment, if we can, to just remember our fallen comrades.
The firebenders today.
Let's take a tribute to our good old Rezz. Just wanted to throw up the 07 in chat for hashtag RIP for Rezz. Fallen comrade of the last session. We'll miss you, bud. We'll miss you.
Rezz. Thought you could hug a reforged in one.
It's all yours, Cross.
Now you know.
Oh my goodness. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Comments on the Cross, and welcome to Chronicles of Andriesia. We are in session 41 this evening, as my friend Nitro said, and we are in the middle of a war right now, and the war looked like it was going actually pretty favourable, with the Goliaths on our side and heading in to the destroyed Union City. It looks like our heroes might actually be on the way to a victory pretty early on, and
that's when the fire makes
and unfortunately we had the fall of the first official fall of a character unexpectedly in Chronicles of Andriesia, as Rezz died facing off with the Warforged in an attempt to allow his friends the opportunity to escape and to not be followed. And for his credit, boy, did he attract them over to him instead of them. So it's like at least
he got whooped.
I think he had a Reforged and 4 Steel Predators all attacking him.
Okay, look,
at the
He
end.
takes out a building.
I will
say.
say
He did take down a building.
I will
And
say.
then the building took him down to.
What a badass way to go. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying. It was. He just
Yep, a
went
dog.
for it.
Yep, a
He
dog
went
barked
for
at
it.
you and you fell through a roof.
Okay, not that part.
That was kind of funny. That was
Most
like,
of it.
like you're like
Most of it.
this epic scene of you summoning lightning to strike this creature and it fall off, only to be barked at, and you're just like,
Yeah.
That was the moment, though. That was the moment where I thought, like,
It's like,
okay, he's
oh.
battling this thing. I kept thinking, oh my goodness, this is it. Rezz is dead. And then he took flight, and I thought, oh, he's flying. That was the moment. Oh, and he's
He's
using
beginning to
lightning on it,
believe.
and I'm like, oh, it's like we might actually have it here. And then, like, that first bark stunned, fell through the building. I'm like, oh, there we go. It's done.
So, one thing I
Yeah.
will say is we obviously don't have the nameplates updated yet, because the new character that Spacehawk will be playing is yet to be determined, or it's been determined, but it's yet to be
determined,
revealed.
but you
That's
all
what
don't
it-
know.
I
that's
am
what it
playing.
is. All right, let me finish. Let me correct myself. Good lord. All right, it's yet to be revealed is what I was trying to say.
TBD is multiplying now.
osmosis.
So starting next week, we'll have new nameplates and we'll have updated stats for everybody.
Yeah,
So-
we'll have new nameplates. We'll have like a stat block and everything like that for the character. Like, but tonight I wanted to leave it completely blank going in until we get it revealed to us, because I'm revealing them in the middle of a freaking war apparently. Because
think
Chunk
you-
likes to challenge me and kill off characters when I have to think creatively to bring them in. But as our heroes, the surviving heroes, escaped from the battle with the Reforged, they were quickly escorted into a hidden off area in a building by their friends Amaya and Aurelia, 2 of the last standing in the city in the middle of this war. And our heroes basically took the time to kind of just find out and comprehend that Rezz wouldn't be joining them, while at the same time finding out that a fallen comrade they thought had died a little while ago, Weerd, is actually still alive, and that their maker is making him work on a project that could make them even more unstoppable. But we pick up with our heroes pretty much right after they arrive here. And how is everyone feeling? How is everyone doing? How is everyone doing with the passing of Rezz?
I feel quite dead. So
You would.
Yeah, can you elaborate on that? What else are you feeling?
they
And probably in pieces because the Steel Predators kind of had a rip at him, so I'm
You know
pretty sure
what,
he's in
Rezz-
pieces at this point.
Rezz is in peace and in pieces. So,
Pieces.
Rest
Rip
in
in
peace.
pieces. Rip in
Droghar,
pieces.
Rest in pieces.
Drogar's kind of leaning against the wall in that room with his hand on his hilt. Kind of like looking up at the ceiling. Not really saying anything. He feels obviously guilty for leaving Rezz, and he doesn't know how to process it.
What about everyone else? How's everyone else doing in this?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I think TBD's actually has the shield out and is looking at the freshly signed name of Rezz.
Collector's item now.
So, but I think there's definitely sorrow for not being able to get there fast enough, being just right there to see him die and to not be able to bring him back. But I guess at the same time, you know, a little bit of happiness for him to be at rest and to be at peace. To not want to come back, to be fulfilled.
Absolutely.
Aries is just kind of. She's kind of by herself, but she's still with the group. But Hyde is taking it really, really hard. And Aries is sad. I mean, she feels sorry, but once again, I think with TBD, she knows how much Rezz was fighting and kind of really struggling, and he just kind of became peace up with himself before this. And so she's kind of happy that, you know, it's a possibility that he gets to be with his wife, and but there's also resolve in Aries personally to finish the story of his daughter for him, and figure out what's going on and why that's happening. The Hyde on the inside is a mess, howling, and just so Aries is trying to keep as calm as she can because all she can hear in her head right now is just howling for Rezz.
Drogar's kind of mumbling to himself. He was right behind me. He was right behind me. I saw him. I screamed for him to come. I know he can handle himself. Should not have left him.
These Reforged, they're not to be messed with at all. They're so strong. They're too strong.
How's Lilith feeling in this moment as well? Because we finished up last session as well with Lilith having a separate conversation of her own with Valron, providing her with her new necklace. How is she feeling in the middle of all of this?
I think that right now with Rezz, Lilith is just in denial. And just like she's seeing how formidable the Reforged really are. And she never thought that Rezz would have ever fallen. She thought he was way too powerful. And it just was like a total shock. So she's disassociating with her thoughts and her feelings and just trying to
We can't hear you.
Oh,
You cut out for a second.
Just
Okay,
so
can hear you.
just now that she's glad that she has the amulet.
you're
Can't hear.
cutting out again. I don't know what's going on with your mic, but it keeps cutting out.
Might be the sensitivity.
Hold on. Thomas, do you mind helping me?
Yeah, just give us a sec, guys, just to kind of double check it. Because yeah, your mate's coming through, and then it's like it's just
And then it's gone.
cutting halfway through what you're saying, and we're not hearing a thing. I don't know what's going on with it.
All
Putting
right,
a bunch of
hold on.
expletives at the end of her sentences.
It just
Auto.
it makes it auto, just auto censoring at this point.
Ugh.
But while they are looking at that, let me actually just take a little break. I know we've just started, but just to shout out some stuff that's going on.
Why not?
May as well at this point. First of all, please go and check out our friends that we are going to be connecting with and doing an amazing charity stream with over at Chaotic Games this coming weekend. This Saturday, both Nitro and Joy will be playing in one of the games with some of the people over there, and then I will also, in their last session of that day, be DMing a session over there. Make sure I spell it correctly for a shout out. But go check out Chaotic Games for their charity stream, raising money for Extra Life for Kids, a phenomenal charity doing amazing work. Last year they raised about $1,300, so looking to raise even more across Friday, Saturday, and Sunday this week. So please go and check them out and go and show some love to them. We're proud and honored to be doing that as well. So please go and check them out, guys. All right. Hopefully we're all back then, so we're back in the room. So you were saying how Lilith is feeling in this moment with everything.
Yes. So Lilith is basically just in denial, disassociating, and she's really thankful that she has the amulet because she feels like that's going to be the only way that she survives. Like she survives this. So, all fun.
Absolutely.
Our friendship.
So you're all taking the time just to mull around. And mine and Aurelia, I've kind of stepped away for a moment just to look over some papers at a table. And you see them kind of planning and looking at stuff. And then Aurelia kind of takes a moment to step over. Come over to all of you. I know this is a hard time. I know losing someone in the middle of a battle is not easy. But we may have something that can help, or someone who can help. We weren't expecting them and completely caught us off guard. They showed up after you all left to find the Goliaths. But with Rezz falling, you might need them more than ever now.
Who is it?
And you see her looking around to, there's a kind of like small spiral staircase that goes up just in the corner to an upper floor. Not massive, just a small spin on it. And you hear footsteps coming down the staircase.
Cladunk, 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 cladunk.
You see a hand on the banister, and as the legs start to appear, you see familiar-looking Harengon feet stepping down. And as he comes down the stairs,
My loves! I'm back!
you see the face of a very familiar, older-looking, little bit more grizzled-looking, but nonetheless familiar Harengon and Aero, Silvertail.
Aero!
Look at this dude.
Did you miss me?
What? How?
What the hell are you doing
Ow.
here?
I am back! I was bored with retirement. So, you know, there's that.
How did you leave the Fae?
Oh, we'll
And
talk
did
about
you
that
leave
later.
my sister?
As you hear this, you hear coming from upstairs.
Oh, God.
Another reason to murder this man.
Oh, no. Oh.
And coming down the stairs behind Aero, you see a little bit older, but still looking fairly similar. Actually, a tiefling, not much changes in the physiology, but you see a red tiefling Soraya coming down the stairs with a roughly 3 to 4-year-old baby Harengon
What?
with kind of reddish auburn fur, black tiefling horns, and a long red furry tiefling tail. Is a perfect mix
the
of
mess?
both
That's
Yeah.
the
Soraya
cutest little
and
mutant
Aero.
I've ever
Droghar
seen.
runs up to them and embraces both of them and picks them,
Okay.
all three of them
All
up.
right, this is a lot. I'm dying. Thank you.
You have a
Droghar!
kid?
Yes.
Dude, this is awesome!
Yes.
He looks kind of like you, but like
a
Soraya.
little.
The baby
Yes.
is 100% still crying, and Soraya 100% just hands him over
Oh,
to Aero.
okay.
Your turn. I've had him for the last hour.
Oh, but okay.
Come here, I'll take him. And Aries just comes
I
out and just.
hold it out. It might need changing. Here you
It's
go.
okay. Come here.
His
And
name
I
is
just take it.
June. June Stoneheart.
June.
What?
Silvertail.
Oh,
I
he's a
never agreed to
pretty
this
little
name.
one. Yeah.
Yes, you did.
I did not agree
It's
to the
official.
name,
It's-
especially
it's out.
Stoneheart.
100%
Soraya, it's
did.
out in the air. It's
No.
official now. It has to be.
It is.
Don't
I've
encourage him,
officiated
Thank
Droghar.
you so much,
Don't
this
Soraya.
encourage him.
name.
Thank you so much for naming your child after me. I
Yeah.
really appreciate it. It means so
Yeah.
much to me. Like, I can't even express. I
Yes.
appreciate
Oh, I was gonna do June Droghar Silvertail, but it just didn't ring. You know, it just the tongue was not there, so
Wow.
it just didn't
No.
work.
So I create just some
Right.
fake,
No.
like,
Yes. See.
it's like a little puzzle toy. It's for my predestinate, and I just kind of give it to.
And he kind of takes it and stuff.
Well, I miss all of you and Lilith
I'm gonna turn into Aero and just
And Lilith.
point at him.
and Lilith.
I miss your brother. Put my hand out
And he-
like the.
He puts his hand up.
All
and
right.
he'll lean in close.
So what are you doing here?
In the midst of all this as well, Soraya walks right up to Lilith and just gives her a massive hug. Good to
Look.
see you, sis.
You
I'm s-
too. I'm in shock.
So sorry.
Yeah, it's been a hell of a
Bless.
few years.
I thought we'd never see you again.
I could not be more happy right now.
We didn't think we were gonna see you, and then. Well, you know what? We'll get to that later. There's a lot that we have to discuss, but now's not the time. Look, I'm so sorry about Rezz. I literally owe him everything. But we're back, and we're here to fight. By the way, I'm out of my contract.
What?
But I've also kind of pledged myself to another deity. We'll talk about that later. Don't worry about it. But it's all good.
As long as
Sorry,
it's a
just-
good one this
What's
time.
up with you and
Shaking his head
pledges?
up.
Like,
Dude,
why
I
do you
don't
have...
know.
It's like the fourth one,
I-
man. Come
It
on.
was like I could either continue with the bad one and stay shoveling horse poo forever, or I can go
Or?
with Rezz's guy and get out of that. That's the one that I wanted. And then Rezz's guy said I could return. So, yes.
I'm here
Well-
for it.
Hey, we'll take all the help we can get. We need a good fighter. Honestly.
This is the hardest fight we've ever been in, Aero.
I know. I've seen what they did to the city. Any word on my old crew?
Not yet. They went off to fight on another front.
And Maya and Aurelia kind of speak up, and Maya says that we've tried reaching out to them multiple times, but last we heard of them, they were somewhere over the waters, and one of the first ones hit by the Reforged, but we've not heard anything since.
Weird's alive.
Yeah, we found out he's alive. We didn't think he'd made it, but the Reforged took him, and apparently he was exactly what they needed. But something that they've been trying to work on for a while. Rumors have been circulating, but apparently Weird's the final piece that they need to basically make themselves invincible.
Wait. Weird?
Mhm.
Where is he?
They found a factory in the middle tier. It's somewhere separate from the main palace. And he's basically working on this project. They're not too big on keeping it secretive. There's no one really to threaten it and challenge it. But from the few sources we have kind of darting around the city right now, thanks to the battle with the Goliaths and thanks to what Rezz did, most of the Reforged and the Seal Predators are engaged in those fights. There should not be that many at the building, if any at all.
I take June and I give June to Lilith.
Amaya,
Go see your auntie.
is this a safe place for Soraya and June?
In Union City, this is probably the safest place.
Soraya,
Not that that's saying much. But
Droghar takes June.
I really... And I look at Droghar. Yeah, that'll be fine.
He just starts bouncing her around.
Yeah.
Listen. I think
Look.
you need to stay here with the baby.
Oh.
I cannot risk you getting hurt. Let me
Alright,
go
can I
do
give
this,
you a-
please.
look, you know, like, not exactly favourable in you going out there without me.
I have him. And her.
What
and
if
Lilith. And TBD somehow as me. I don't know why we're doing this, but okay.
And it's younger Aero too, not the old one.
No. Wow. What happened?
And then TBD slowly begins to age
Oh.
as Aero.
Oh, I don't miss this. I
And it's
don't
just
miss
dead
this.
staring.
Okay.
Dude, speaking of, what have you been eating? You got fat.
That. I'm older. Way older.
And fatter.
I mean,
I hope you can still fight.
I can fight. I may not be a pirate anymore, but I have these cool things. And he pulls out his blades. Now, let's go get weird. I want some guns. I take it no one has guns, right?
TBD
Anyone?
pulls out a gun.
Oh! Hell's gun! Oh, you still have that? Did no one take this away from TBD?
Nope.
Did no one? Oh my god.
I
How
just
has she
got
not
here.
shot at anyone yet?
she usually has to use Billy?
Who's Billy? Do
You
I
should
remember
show
a
him.
Billy? Do we know a Billy?
DVD.
Yeah,
Oh,
You
Billy
know
would
about
love him.
Billy, don't you?
I don't know Billy.
yeah, you do.
Wait, is that the snippy little bat that you have?
Pulls out Billy.
Oh god, not that thing.
Billy immediately starts growling at you.
Slowly
I go
moves
back.
it closer.
I grow back.
The rabbit is back.
The bat. Hate the bat. He's mean.
Billy attempts to lunge forward as much as he can.
Ugh. Save it for the reforge, big guy.
Drogar's in the corner
Droghar.
throwing June as high as
Oh,
he can, like.
Not as... Right, are you okay with that?
June
Drog-
is just
Droghar,
laughing
he's
his ass off.
He's like
Droghar,
touching the
might-
ceiling, like.
Oh, Droghar, oh.
I got him!
so
I got
much.
him! I got him!
No.
And I
Droghar-
kind of miss him, and he.
June
I
might
run
do-
over and I'm like, you know what, Droghar, let's catch up. And
DVD, what did you
When was
say?
the last
And right,
time
right when I
June
say
ate?
that,
So it's kind of
he
just blank staring at
vomits.
Droghar and it just turns round to Aero. You're taking him with you, right? Droghar, I mean, you're taking him with you.
Yes.
Thank God.
Yeah.
As I'm bouncing June up and down, he just vomits all over me.
I was gonna
And I'm
say,
like-
and that's
No way.
when they last
Yeah.
ate.
I'm like, I just hand him back
All
to
milky and
Sarai.
frothy.
Also, I want to point out that Aero is now wearing more where he was wearing his. You've always known him to wear like this pirate clothing. He is now in almost like ranger clothing, so he is like full blown ranger. Now, like he has
Nice.
the, like the little hood.
Nice.
It's
Yeah,
like
he's got the
green.
beer gut.
With
And
the,
you're-
it's not. I'm not
Governor.
fat. And he's gray. All his fur that was brown is now more of like silver gray,
Nice.
and his tail is now literally a silver tail.
Silvertail.
He'll go up to Droghar. He's like, my friend, you don't know how ecstatic I am to be back. Which honestly doesn't seem like a whole lot of time probably for you, but man, it's been a long time.
Dude, when we got back, it was like 5 years later. Like nobody like set me up to understand that time change thingy from Fae to.
Oh, you're
real
never gonna
Oh,
understand that. That's always
Like-
wild.
I feel like that would have been nice to know, like going into situation, maybe. But it's good to see you. And he
Oh.
grabs the back of his head and puts his forehead on Aero's head.
Look, man,
Sure.
I know you've become an amazing leader. I'm proud of you. This is your
Is
mission.
leader the right word?
Something.
Yes.
Close enough.
Yes, it is. And he stands up taller. That's the
We
right.
have a
That's the
leader?
right word. That's the right word.
Sure.
Apparently we do.
That's what I heard.
Oh,
Kind of puffs his chest out.
It's like,
See?
yeah.
first time for everything.
This is your mission, Droghar. You lead. Or something. I
Oh.
don't know.
So like, does
Oh, okay.
no, go ahead. I don't know what I was
I
gonna
was just
say.
gonna say,
Actually.
Aries like, leader, I think it'd be a really great idea if I go in and try to sneak Weerd out to a rendezvous point to you guys.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Actually,
Yeah, I figured. I mean, because
that's like
you
perfect
know you're a
plan.
smart leader.
Yeah.
I
Y'all
I
are
go
so
to
nice.
Aries and
Y'all are
like-
so nice to me. I really
I
appreciate.
I leaned very close into Aries and be like, so I heard that there are 2 of you now.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Which I
Um,
kind of remember from the wedding, but I was drunk literally the entire time. So
Yes. So I am literally half Fae now.
Oops.
Remember? Yeah.
It's
Remember
true.
when I got bit by a werewolf?
oh yes,
Yes.
that was dumb.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Mhm. Oh, by the way, when is the next full moon, TBD?
Looks up into the room
The
that is
ceiling.
enclosed.
Oh,
Eventually. One day.
just to let you know, she'll eat everything in sight, just to warn you. But yeah, no, apparently that part of me, because I was already kind of touched by Fae, thanks to TBD. When I went into the Fae, it became, I don't know if mutated is the right word. No, Hyde. I'm sorry. Hyde was born, and I could not get away from her. So I decided to accept her, and now she's a part of me. So I have Hyde.
He kind of looks over. On the ledge right there, why is there a random cactus? He picks it up.
Oh,
What's this thing? Do we need to throw it away? Do we need to toss
no,
this?
that's Hyde's friend, Hubert.
Okay, that's weird. I'm
You're
gonna just
weird.
put that back.
Hyde is very attached to Hubert.
Well, if it makes Hyde feel better. Was Hyde close to Rezz?
Very. Those two got along very well. And I don't even know, like, they just did a bunch of nonsense. I don't understand it, but yeah. They were
Yeah.
very, very close.
Well, tell Hyde, if you can hear me. I'm sorry for your loss. But yes, I don't
He
know.
honestly appreciates that. And she'll
Yeah.
probably come out eventually to meet you. She doesn't feel like it right now.
And Aries, it's really good to see you.
And I kind of punch his shoulder. And I'm like, if you leave us again, you're dead.
Here for the long haul.
You better be.
When
Because
all
I
this
did
is over-
not die just to have you be stuck in the Fae, shoveling horse poop.
Yeah, can we not make another deal with like an archfey? Would be great. Like any of them.
Yeah, that's fine.
No offense,
Well-
TBD or Aries.
Um,
Because almost half the group already is under contracts with Archfey, but you know.
1, 2, 3.
Three.
Oh.
Well, I'm under contract with a deity, so that's fun. But anyway,
That's just the same. That's just a different flavor.
more like servitude or something.
Yeah, it's
I
just a
don't know.
different flavor.
Mm-hmm.
I got cool swords, and I'm not going to die like I did last time, so I guess that's good.
Are
Yeah,
you
that's
sure?
not probable.
I hope
Yep.
not. Aries, after all this is said and done, we need to talk.
Okay.
It's about your friend, Rezz.
What about?
We'll talk
Okay.
later.
Okay.
Aries, are you good to go in by yourself?
Yeah. I mean, this is what I was made to do. You know how I love pulling a good con.
I can't lose another person. Okay, so I need you to be very safe.
Can you
I will.
also
Especially
ask
you.
Weerd for some guns?
I'm gonna bring Weerd and everything he has with him. Because we need him.
Yeah.
Butterball,
Just
what do you
can't-
want from
yeah,
me?
It doesn't surprise me that he survived everything.
Yeah.
Is there a way to contact us if you get in trouble?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I will send one of my kittens out to you. And you'll
Okay,
know.
if I see
I
that,
miss those.
I'm coming in, guns blazing.
Well, where would you like me to meet you guys? Where's a good spot? Aurelia? Do you guys have a plan on where we could, or do I need to bring Weerd just right back here?
Honestly, you could probably try and bring Weird back here, but I don't know how safe it'll be to get through the city that way. Nothing is kind of guaranteed at this point.
Is there anywhere to hide closer to the factory so we can wait for word from Aries?
Yeah.
There might be a closer building, but I don't know how safe it would be to wait there though. Closer we get to the factories, the closer we get to the palace, like the more higher the security is, the more likely that they're still reinforced in the area. All I know is that whatever we do, we need to get in, stop whatever's happening, and get whatever Weird was working on. Make sure the Reforged never get it.
I feel like the closer we are to Aries, the better.
I agree. I'll walk over to well, actually I'll look at everyone. So we all are heading out. How far is this place?
Way away. Where you guys are, you're still kind of in the edge of like the lower ring. We'd need to get up into the middle ring. And then follow it round. Mostly the path to the west. And you'll see the factory. It's the only place in the ring that's still up, still standing, still running and functioning.
TBD, do you think you would be able to scout with your wings if you flew, or no?
Yeah, it's only gonna last for like a minute,
Oh, okay.
but a minute I'll be in the sky. Yeah. I can't do this. Walks up to Aries and gives Aries a high five and casts guidance.
Nice.
Thank you. I mean, that helps.
Aero goes. Also,
What are you looking for, Droghar?
Go ahead, Drogo.
I just want to support Aries if she gets in trouble. She's obviously going in solo, but if she gets into trouble, we need to be there to back her up.
Right.
I agree.
Lilith, you are good at stealth, right? As well?
can be good at
yeah.
stealth.
I don't know. It's a +4.
I can be really good at stealth.
That's like same as me.
But I could, you know. Let's see.
I can have a +7 to my stealth modifier if I do something with my armor.
Aries,
I could be
do you want support?
giant eagle.
Do you want someone to go with you?
I can cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay. That will help us get close.
I'm welcome for anybody to come with me. They just have to be quick, silent, and ready to put on a good show if we get caught.
Well, that sounds like me.
That sounds like Lilith. 100%.
Like us.
Is anyone
Yep.
able to cast invisibility or anything for Lilith?
I can. I can make us both invisible.
Hey, one quick thing. Where's my bag of holding?
I just
literally,
point to
where
the
is
TBD.
it? Can I have it, please? Thank you. I open it up. Where's all the heads? I had a lot of heads in here.
No,
It's
they
empty.
disintegrated. They're gross.
They were like mush,
Bye.
man. It was
I
disgusting.
had lots of heads in there,
Yeah.
man. I've been collecting
not
those.
those. We're at heads.
They were
You
like
are so
dang it!
disgusting.
mush. They were
So
like
I
disgusting.
guess I'm going to have to start over now.
So
Why
I
don't
was
you
like,
stick
I
your
don't-
head in there?
I know you've got a thing about this, but honey, it's weird. It's weird.
But
Weird's
I'm
in there?
planning on
No.
mounting them
No,
on
no.
our wall. But
It's been
Okay.
about 20 years since you got those heads.
Oh, he would have totally put them on the wall.
I was
It's
gonna
like they're not mountable for the wall anymore. They're gone. They're done. Let it go.
Can I get more?
Only if you promise to actually mount them and not just stick them in a bag of holding and forget about them again.
I totally promise. I will 1000% do that. I
I
want
don't
one of those
believe you.
reforged heads. Those look cool.
Can you even count to 1,000?
1, 5. No, I don't know.
Okay. Aries, do we have a plan? What are we doing? I'm going to turn into a giant eagle. So I won't be able to talk to you, but I will be with you.
Wait, you
Okay.
can carry one of us, right?
I could try.
Don't you have a good strength?
I think it's a +3.
for the eagle.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Look,
say
all
we
the-
do this. Aero, you cast Pass Without Trace. We get close to factory. Lilith, Aries, you peel off and go in, find Weerd, bring him out. If things get dicey, I put my right hand on Aries' right shoulder. Do not get hurt, please.
I take Droghar, and I do the head thing that he does with everybody. I'll be okay, brother. You know,
We can do this.
I'm good at this.
I'll turn to Lilith and say, like, kind of quiet, like under my breath. But remember what I said. You do not hold back. And then I kind of look down, like, below her chin, and I see that necklace. I kind of tilt my head. I kind of put my finger on it and touch it. Is this new?
As you touch the necklace, there's almost a kind of green like spark and gleam
I
just
pulled,
over the
pulled my
jewel.
finger away for a second. Is this new?
I want to see if I notice that.
Yeah, can I see if I notice
Yeah.
it?
Maybe. Okay.
Leave me alone.
Arrow, maybe a perception check. TBD, don't even bother.
You know, this is it.
Zoned in
Uh,
immediately.
You know what? Just roll it. If you want to know what the number is,
It's an
then
11.
by
I
all
wanna
means,
roll.
just roll it. And like,
An 11.
13 plus 11.
Oh, jeez.
24.
wow. So you got an 11, and TBD got a 13 plus what you
I
got. Okay.
rolled an 11 plus 13, Bo.
Yeah, so 11 and 24 on 11. You don't really notice anything, Aero, but you're just still getting used to being back here. The overwhelming of it being back around everyone, around your friends, around everyone you know, and in the midst of this situation, you don't really pick up on it yet.
Don't worry, I'm a loudmouth.
TBD, 100%. You don't notice the necklace until the spark goes off, and your eye immediately catches it, and you know exactly whose magic it is.
You might want to be careful accepting gifts from Valron.
You did what? You did what?
I mean, it wasn't really a gift. It was more of a trade.
What did you
Uh,
trade?
So I was like, what the hell did you give him?
Just my wand.
Oh, the thing that you used to channel your magic, so you now
You
have to channel
gave
magic
him-
for him.
The arcane focus that Dad gave you. The ancient wand that he picked up full of old mystical magic. You gave it to the freaking archfey who has been making our lives hell.
And he's also a dick.
Yeah.
That
Just
too.
throwing that in there.
I mean-
Droghor's just quiet.
Lilith, what were you thinking?
Dad didn't tell me all that. He just gave it to me.
Dad 100% did tell you that, you just didn't listen.
Not
not
true.
All right, guys.
Oh.
Well, we'll sort this. I guess.
I pull Aries and go.
No, we have to like discuss this here. Like,
This can't.
Lilith, I love you with all my heart, but can we let her go when she's wearing that on her neck? It's from Valron. Goodness
No.
knows what his plan is and what he's going to pull off with that.
Dude, I literally sold my soul. It sucks. I can't believe you did that. I don't care for
I
you
think
that
that's fair.
much, and I care for you enough to say that's a bad idea.
I mean, he told me he'd give it back.
Um,
I
Do you
don't think
trust
he was
him?
telling the truth.
That's either
have-
one, a lie, or two, worrying that he's willing to give it back, because that means he only needs it for something specific.
can you ask for it back now? Would he just like do it?
I don't know.
Well,
So, yeah. I don't know.
Lilith, Valrond is built by hate and greed. That's all he knows. He speaks only lies, and everything he touches is destroyed eventually. I am not telling you what to do. I'll just say, please be careful with him.
You need to take that necklace and chuck it as far away as you possibly can. Give it to one of the Reforge. I don't care. That thing's evil. Filled with evil magic stuff.
You're probably right, Aero, but it's all she has right now to channel her magic. It's all she has. Without it, I don't know.
I
I will say
think
for
it's-
Lilith, you would know that giving up the necklace would mean you would not be able to channel your magic at the moment.
I don't.
But also as well, like the CBDA kind of said, like you 100% could ask Valron. He did say to call on him if you needed the one back. Don't know if he would show up, but you absolutely can reach out to him. The choice is yours if you want to do either of those.
hi,
Yes.
bestie.
Hey, Valron, I need some help. I think I'm in.
You might. I was gonna say you might need to be a little bit more convincing than that.
Oh.
At the
I
moment,
guess.
nothing seems to be happening.
Did it happen? Did I miss it?
How do you usually get in contact with him?
He usually just comes to me.
Obviously, when we're all distracted. How many times has he shown up to you, Lilith?
Like 3 or 4 times, maybe?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know. Sorry, I know she's your sister, but Lord, this is bad.
Please tell me you haven't made a deal with him, like a full-on deal, like a trade for the one for the necklace might be enough, but tell me you haven't, like, shaken hands on a deal with him.
No.
God.
He said I didn't have to make a deal.
Oh no.
I don't know if that worries me more or not, to be honest.
Oh, this is just subtle manipulation.
That
Look.
makes sense.
Look, I'm sorry, Aries. She does not need to go with you.
All right.
I'm Lilith. We can't trust you.
Aero. I trust her.
I think the wording is wrong there. I think that we trust Lilith, we just don't trust Valron. His intentions.
I would
Look,
put that
That's a
on.
good way to put it, TBD.
I would
For
agree
someone-
with TBD on that.
I agree as well. But
We
I can't. I just don't think it's a good idea. As someone who was tortured for thousands of years, thousands, by Valron, I know what he could do. Lilith, I beg you to stop before it's too late.
Well, Aero
Okay.
speaks truth, because whatever he says, the goal is the same. He will have you one way or the other if we keep going down this road. With or without your consent, he will have what he wants. That's what he does. He lies, he manipulates, he destroys, and he does it with a grin on his face and a smile.
Seen it firsthand, Lilith.
Well, that's how he killed Droghar, with one simple word, and he smiled while he did it.
Lilith just polymorphs into a giant eagle and flies away.
Oh. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of cool.
She-
That's pretty neat, actually.
She's really smart, Aero.
I know.
I just
I've known
think
her.
she might be confused.
For a long time. She's family now. So I do care for her. I
Literally.
just... Wait, what?
Literally.
Luxury.
I don't want to see her going down the same road I do. I know firsthand of his evil. And I'm gonna kill him.
Not
Mark
before
my
I
words.
do.
Gonna
do
say, I
it
think we
together.
all want a piece of
Right.
together.
Droghar, we do this together. I'll go with you. In her place, okay?
You
Aries.
sure, Aero?
TBD,
Yes.
I'll stick with you.
Are you sure you won't have creaky bones?
I'm old, but I'm not that old.
I wish Lilith would not have left.
I put my hand like on Droghar's arm and say, "She really does care for you. I know she does.
He's kind
Just
of,
hang in there."
he's kind of like lowers his shoulders a little bit.
So I kind of turns and looks at Droghar. Wait, what?
Wait,
the hell did
what?
I miss?
What did we miss?
What?
Oh, they're dating.
I mean,
Oh!
not really.
Yeah, they will be.
I mean, I've given her like a handful of flowers. We shared the
were-
beer.
Droghar!
She made a hot tub.
So I gives that kind of like punch
I
in
was
the
gonna
arm.
say,
Droghar!
they shared a hot
Never-
tub
Like, June, Aero picks up June. That's gonna be your uncle, Uncle Droghar.
Okay. I think we should probably
Droghar, I
slow
didn't
down.
know you had it in you, son.
We should probably slow
Good to
down
you.
for a little. I don't. I mean,
You,
Droghar, if you go
you.
any slower, the glaciers are gonna melt.
I can tell
this
you
is
all
new.
about.
This
I
is
can
all
tell
new.
you all about these tiefling women, man. We'll talk.
Don't. That's.
Oh,
I
boy.
don't like that.
Like, what do you
So
mean?
Rise is 100% is glaring at you from
Maybe
across the
maybe
room.
you should not say that.
I would like to know.
They're feisty.
Oh,
And I get to shut
on
up
that
before
note,
I get
Arrow,
killed.
come with me before he can ask you questions.
Yes, let's
Come on.
go. Yes.
Next.
Oh gosh.
Arrow, do you know what sex is?
Oh boy, no.
You finally know what sex
Yes.
is?
I do.
Oh boy.
Oh my Lanta.
100% like
Rezz did
Soraya
it.
looks at you, Aero, and cash hellish rebuke.
Oh,
Oh, that's
sorry.
great. That's great.
think of the baby.
Oh, I miss Aero.
The baby doesn't need a father anymore.
Like, he'll be fine, it's just a small fire.
He just pats it out. He's used to it.
Oh, I've missed Arrow so much, and I'll be honest, I'm very struggling with his accent tonight.
It sounds just like it did, in my opinion.
I'm
Yeah, you
strong.
got
I'm trying really hard.
It's
and
because it doesn't just come out when you're trying to be Rezz. Just try to be Rezz and it'll come out as Arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, that kept happening all the time, so there you go. Perfect.
Just don't turn it into an Indian accent and you'll be good.
Alright, so what's the plan? What are we all doing?
Going crazy.
Apparently.
Arrow and I
Oh.
will sneak in. We'll find Weerd. We'll come out. Everyone else, meet us somewhere in the middle tier. TBD. I don't care how.
I
But
want it now.
discreetly and yet enough for me and Arrow to know. Show us where you are when we come out.
Discreetly?
And not.
Okay. Okay.
We
Yeah, I
can-
can do that.
We can light
Okay.
something
I
on
told
fire
Aries-
and throw it.
You quite literally know it's going to be the most destructive thing, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
The tail is so long.
I know.
What are you doing
It's
with your
ridiculous.
tail, Aries?
Sorry, just sometimes it gets in my way.
It's a mind of
Not
its
even
own.
like Aries.
It's right. Just whack me in the face.
I'll before we leave, I'll go up to Soraya and give her a big hug and kiss. Please keep June safe and keep yourself safe.
You keep yourself safe. You're the one that's going to be going into this factory.
I'll be okay.
Don't do anything stupid. Don't get into any unwinnable fights. These things are dangerous.
I know.
Here. And I make a bardic inspiration, but I give it to June. And it's just like a little kitten.
Nice.
June 100% throws it against the wall.
Oh, he does that.
It's okay. It's
Yeah,
and
he
the kid
does
just gets up and it's like, hee!
Runs back over. It's like he's like.
that. Oh, yeah. Oh,
It's okay. It can never die.
oh,
Dang.
he's rough sometimes.
What an existence.
Arrow shows he lifts his shirt and you see like a scar. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that one.
You asked him to charge
I
at
love
you
her.
and forgot he had horns. It's your own fault.
Yeah, he dug in deep.
I love him already. All right.
Bye. He goes, bye, buddy.
He
He, like-
grabs your whiskers and like pulls.
No! No! Take your child! Take your devil child! I hit it, Soraya.
He may be part tiefling, but he gets that part from you. Just saying.
Alright, so are we all going together and then we break up as we get closer to factory?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Keep your eyes out for Lilith as well.
we'll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we leave, Droghar walks up to Soraya and kind of gives her a hug. Good to see you.
Trying gives her a hug back and say, "Good to see you, big guy."
Puts his hand on June's head and like basically palms his whole head and like kind of rubs his forehead with his thumb. It's good to see you too, man. I'll throw you later when I see you again. Deal?
June has a big smile on his face and is laughing. Alright, so Aero, cast Pass Without Trace.
I'll pass it when it gets closer because it only lasts like 5 minutes.
Okay.
So
So you all come out into the city and make your way up into the middle tier. The information that Amaya and Aurelia had is spot on so far. You don't see anything in the streets. You don't see anything. 100% all of the Reforged have been distracted with the Goliath attack and with what Rezz did. Any stragglers that may have been in the city, 100% Rezz got their attention. So he did not die in vain. He died buying you all a path into the middle of the city. You get through the middle tier, and I'll need you guys to roll a stealth check now.
Oof.
okay. And I've casted it.
Oh, you're
It's just,
casting now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm casting as we're getting closer to it.
As you start to push round the west side of the middle tier, you cast Pass Without Trace, and everyone, I'll say that it's enough to get people past, because there's really not that much visual on you all up here.
I'm very glad I rolled a 2.
It's like you're literally not seeing anything. Some of you look up and see that there's still some movement at the top of the upper circle. But the middle tier, like, there's not much. But you very clearly in the distance see a factory. Bright light inside of it, smoke funneling out of it. Like, this factory is definitely being used. It is in great condition. It is looking so much more in working order than anything anywhere else in the city. There's no doubt this is the place.
Ready?
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna cast. I don't know if this will work, but I want to cast Locate Object. I don't know if that applies to like humanoids. But it's like name an object that's familiar to you as long as you sense the direction of the object's location. As long as that object was at 1,000 feet from you, the object is in motion. You know the direction of its movement.
I don't think that would work in the case of like thinking of Weerd specifically.
If it doesn't work for Weerd, like for that, I'm going to just cast that on like I'll just say maybe like tools, so I could sense where there's some sort of, because I know he has probably tools on him. I would assume if he's working for the Reforged. So I'm gonna cast it to try to figure out where it is.
I'll say that you cast it on kind of known objects of Weerd, and one of the things that you do know that Weerd is never really seen without is his goggles. He always wears on his head.
Okay.
So I'll say that you take the opportunity to try on those, and you do get a sense for those. He is still wearing them.
Found him.
All right.
Oh, we have an inspiration in chat for Aero, by the way. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. So,
Thanks, LJ.
LJ given some advantage.
Good, because I probably need it.
Probably going to need it in this one. So it's just Aries and Aero that are going in,
Yep.
and everyone else is kind of heading to the little safe house, or what you hope is a safe house, kind of nearby. Hey there, Comic Clan. Wanted to just take a moment to come and shout out our amazing partners over at Misty Mountain Gaming. Misty Mountain Gaming is one of the largest dice stores in the world. So up on your screen right now, you are going to see some pictures of some of the amazing dice that we ourselves at Comics in the Cross have purchased from Misty Mountain. And they offer a wide selection of dice, so whether you have a preference to acrylic, resin or metal dice, or even if you want to go and splurge and pick up some glass, stone or even bone dice, then Misty Mountain Gaming has you covered. Don't forget to also check out their amazing dice bags, rolling trays and miniatures. Also as well, they sell some different things, some different bits and pieces. You can pick up a leather bag, pick up some glassware, even some drinking horns. So whatever your needs are for games night, Misty Mountain Gaming has you covered. Also as well, remember to use code CROSS10 at checkout to save 10% on your purchases. So whatever you're picking up from them, go and save yourself a little bit and go ahead and treat yourself. Remember, it is a good week to be a geek. Take care. Alright, so
I put my hood up.
Aurelia, TBD, and Droghar kind of, and Soraya and June all kind of take off to this little area.
By the way, your camera's a little fuzzy.
Yeah,
yeah, you're-
that's what I'm thinking. Like, it's like kind of getting.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay.
There you go, it's focused now. Don't know what was
I
going
did
on.
like a few times and I would do it, and I'm like, it's gonna be fuzzy.
In
I know, it's
Aries
Oh,
and Aero get ready to head in. You sense the goggles and you start to sense that they are kind of, they're specifically kind of like at the far end of the factory. You see like kind of the front entrance and there's almost like it raises up a little bit a few times. And it's definitely in the upper part of this factory where you see a lot of the smoke and a lot of the brighter light. So whatever's going on, Weerd is definitely round about it.
Alright.
So we just kind of follow a path. We go very slow.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just asking Aries, like, are you sensing anything? Do you see anything?
Before you all head in now,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cut to check as well. What is Lilith doing at this moment? She took off as an eagle, is currently flying over the city. What is she doing, or at least what is she feeling, and what's she going through at the moment? She just kind of got confronted and a lot thrown at her there.
yeah, she just felt cornered, so she just wanted to get away from the tension. So she just flies as far as she can where they can't see her, but she keeps an eye on them and follows them.
Lilith takes to the skies and starts to soar fairly high above the city. And she looks down, she starts to kind of feel that cornered feeling, that anxiety, that panic of everything kind of coming at her just kind of start to dissipate, and she can breathe again just as she flies through the air. When she kind of, composes herself a little bit and she sees them leaving the building and keeps track on them. From her height, though, she also gets a great vantage point of kind of what's going on in the city. She sees the walls and the holes that have been made, the Goliaths fighting with the Reforged. She sees the battles that are raging there, and kind of like what everyone else seen, that the rest of the city is fairly quiet. One thing she does notice from this vantage point as she's gone higher, she notices there's still a fair bit of activity in the upper circle. There's a lot of kind of activity up there, a lot of movement, and from what you guys have known so far, you know that that's where the Maker is. And he still seems to be in his kind of throne room, for lack of a better term, and still seems to be quite a few Reforged around him. Is there anything else you want to do, or anything else you want to look into here, or just keep an eye on what's going on?
Is there anything that might catch Lilith's eye that might help the group?
Roll me a perception check. See if you see anything from up there.
Oh.
I believe in you.
I got an 11.
You can fly.
I can fly, I
11.
just can't perceive.
On an 11, I'll say that that's
Oh.
enough. That you do see the up. You don't really get much of a detail of things and how it's all connected, but something that you do notice up in the upper circle, near where the Maker's kind of throne room is, you do notice kind of like unusual looking towers made of metal. It's like the closest you can maybe get is that they're connected to the Reforged somehow. But I wouldn't say Lilith on an 11 wouldn't know much more than that, because the technology is kind of beyond her. She's never really grown up around it or anything. Having grown up with a pirate father and stuff like this is well beyond her. But you
Yeah.
get a feeling that those are important towers, that they're doing
Okay.
something. Right.
Thank you.
And with Lilith kind of keeping an eye on the group, I'll cut back to Aries and Aero outside of the factory. What do you do?
So I kind of peeked out like maybe 2 steps ahead of Aaron. I'm not going too far away from him, but just kind of peeking around every corner, doing hand signals, kind of letting him know like when to stop, when to kind of crouch down, when to
Okay.
do that.
I'm just following behind.
Are
Following.
you heading inside of this? Are you going in just through the main door? Are you trying to look for another entrance and through a window? What's the...
Throughout the whole thing, I'm trying to be as sneaky as I can. So if there's another entrance, like a side entrance, we'll go through it. Trying to stay in like the dark, shadowy bits.
Roll me a perception check. An Arrow you can roll as well if you want.
Okay. 19.
Ooh.
Nope, an 18. Sorry.
How dare you?
25.
How dare you?
25. 25 and 18. You know, for perception, like, the outside of the building looks calm. It looks like there's not anything. You know for a fact going through the front door is suicide.
Mm-hmm.
Because, obviously, it's suicide walking through
Yeah.
the front door of this factory. You kind of clog kind of underground and now kind of lower levels, whereas like all the light is kind of at the top. The darkest area is obviously at the bottom at the other side of the building, but that's near the front door. But you notice that there's kind of a light that appears in the middle, and then the other side of the building is a bit darker as well.
Mm-hmm.
So the best kind of subtlest way to get in, you would think, is maybe through those windows if you can get in there. It would at least get you in on the lower floor and hopefully unseen.
Yeah, I go to Aero and I'm like, look at this, you're climbing.
I could bunny hop? Like, a lot.
From the perception view that you got, bunny hop, you know, if Aries can get it open, you can jump through it.
Yeah,
Is
it's
that a good enough
I
height?
could go 20 feet in the air, so.
Yeah, you can make that. It's like if you can get the window open, you can up and in through it.
Guess I could do
Alright.
that. Will that work?
So, brilliant. I'll get the window open. So I climb up and I try to unlock or open the window.
All right, maybe a sleight of hand check.
Yeah. I love these. $26.
26, the window is absolutely locked, but you kind of managed to finesse. And it opens a tiny bit, like it's locked, but it's almost like it opens a little and jams. Kind of like those locks you get on like kitchen cabinets that let them open a certain amount of way.
Mm-hmm.
But you're able to kind of like get your tools in through the gap enough to pick the lock and they're able to kind of lift it open from there. You know, the factory's not designed with amazing security, you realise, and it's just the Reforged never thought it was a necessity.
Makes sense. They are the security. Alright. So I
You
just
heading
kind of
on
wave
in?
for Aero. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'll bunny hop up after she gives me the go ahead,
Yep.
and I'll crawl through.
Aries opens the window up, waves to Aero. Aero gets as close as he can. Bunny hops, almost like kind of like lands on the window ledge and just like jumps slightly inside and just looks.
I give her a while we're up there. I just give her a slight smile. I miss this so much.
All right, you are both inside the building now. I need you to give me a stealth check.
And remember, we still have. I think we would still have.
For 5 minutes, yes, you would still have it. You've
Okay.
still got,
Okay.
We get a
I'd say, at
plus-
least 3 minutes of this, so it's a plus
We got
10 to it.
a plus 10, which is great.
Just a heads up. I think Chunk gave everybody inspiration in chat. Just a heads up.
Cool.
I think we
Okay.
call that guilt.
Yeah.
I don't.
A 29.
I got a
29.
29 too. Yep.
Yep.
29. You guys are
Ooh.
invisible.
Yeah.
You guys completely are running around the bottom.
I'm eating
Place.
a potato chip.
Oh wait.
So
Technically, I'm a
slowly.
30. I forgot
You
to
just
add
can't
one
see
more
me.
cloak.
They can't see me.
You just have to get that extra +1 just to be that little bit better at this.
I did.
But you all are basically running around the bottom of this building. There's nothing keeping an eye out for you. You even see like one of the Reforged kind of like just patrolling, but like even then it seems to be in like almost autopilot, just patrolling the lower levels because that's what it does. It's not particularly looking for anything, so you are able to just like hide behind some stuff and he just goes by, doesn't even notice you. So I'll say that you all move past, you start to move through kind of like storage areas and different rooms and come to kind of like a main kind of hub where the front door would have been. And the next room kind of beyond that where you start to see like stairs going up and different things and different kind of machinery.
I'm still sensing the goggles.
Yes. Does locate object have a length on it? Up to 10 minutes. So yeah, you cast that after Pass Without Trace. So I would say, yeah, you definitely still use
And we're
sense.
moving. I would say we're probably moving pretty quick.
Yeah.
Like we're
Yeah.
right on our feet.
Oh yeah, and I mean if you're doing like Pass Without Trace at this point, like yeah, you've still got even longer than that on the locate object. Let me check
know-
it. Let me
let
just
me know.
check actually. Is Pass Without Trace, is that a concentration spell?
Oh shoot! Yes, it is.
I just realized on locate object it's a concentration
did.
spell, so that would have dropped.
Chunk
And when you
gave,
cast locate object.
Chunk gave guidance.
I'll
Everybody.
I'll say that I would have actually. Oh shoot.
Well, if it
I mean,
takes
I
10
still,
off,
I still
like,
rolled. I still rolled a 20. So
yeah, your stealth
Yeah.
would have still been like,
Yeah.
because like what you got like a 29, you got a 30. So
Oh.
even like with, cat's causing trouble. So even with the
Just
10
trying to
knocked
knock out
off of
one
that,
glasses.
yeah.
like you guys still are stealthy. Maybe not like completely like phantoms, but you're still like ridiculously stealthy. So it wouldn't have changed anything. But yeah, sorry, I just saw that that's concentration as well. So like if you still got that up for locate object, 100%, you can still sense the goggles. Like you know
Yeah.
they're up. They're still sensitive
say-
to that big part of the factory upstairs.
I'll say
Higher
that
level.
I'm keeping that until it runs out, and if it does run out, I'll just cast it again, or I'll cast Pass Without Trace again. I don't know, whatever. Let me know when something drops, and I'll cast something.
No worries. At the moment, yes, you've still got locate object up, so you still know that it's upstairs.
And I point up.
So you guys heading up the staircase?
Yep.
Yep.
How
No.
tall is that? Is it a spiral staircase, or is it just like a flat?
Just kind of like straight flight of stairs, and it's like almost like it's different layers and levels of a factory. Like you would see, like it's just different things and different machinery, different stuff taking place on each floor. And so as you guys head up the stair, you just see a lot more machines. Neither of you really have a background in machinery or anything, so like you don't really know what any of this stuff is for specifically.
I'll point out. I'll be like, Aries, you see those machines right there?
Yeah.
Those are wibble wobbles, right? The little Salamando girl for the wedding. She told me those are wibble wobbles.
Oh, the girl, yeah.
Yeah,
We could use her in a place like this.
I know. She would probably know all kind of things, like wibble wobbles or dangle
Is it-
whistles.
This is where, like, if it was a comic, there'd be a little panel that would go like that. See issue such and such. Just like see Book of Astra session 19
Yeah.
to get the reference.
Yeah, I kind of remember. Wasn't she your flower girl? Somehow?
I don't know. I was drunk the entire time.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Yeah.
She was cute. I had no idea what she was saying though.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard wibble wobbles and wobbly dangs and thingy bobs. I don't know. I
Yeah.
think those are
Yeah,
all what that is.
I talked to that one woman. She was Genasi? No, not Genasi. Something what they call in that world. But she an element kind of thing. But she liked books. Got her
I
name.
don't know. I was drunk the whole time.
As y'all have
That's
stopped at the top of the second floor to have this conversation in the middle of your stealth mission,
Ah,
roll me
yes.
roll me another stealth check, please.
Okay.
Oh, see, I roll at disadvantage, which is some poo, but a 14.
22.
Aries is absolutely fine.
Oh.
Aero has passed the stealth at this point, but you kind of notice as well that there's a couple more reforged on this level, and they kind of like are almost like stopping and staring over in your direction, and you see them scanning a little bit harder. They don't pick you up, but they're definitely more aware, if that's the right word for a construct. He's more aware that there's something possibly there.
I just whispered to Aero, let's keep moving.
Yes.
As you keep pushing through the factory, again you see it kind of change from factory itself to almost like a chemist's lab. There's a lot of kind of different stuff and like liquids being heated up and things, molds and different things being created and different stuff kind of being worked on. There's a lot more than just basic like machinery technology going on here. If you want, think of the right. You can either roll me just something like a basic insight check, or if you want, maybe an arcana or history check. That's something you would maybe know of.
I will do insight because that's better. I got
do okay.
-1 on Arcana.
I'll do Arcana.
I'm going to
Ooh.
use my guidance on that
Wait,
because
what
that
is
was a
that one?
10.
Got 24 on Arcana.
An 11.
11. I will say on the 11 for the insight. I'm gonna need to get used to saying that. I literally, the name that popped to my head was Rezz there. I'm gonna get used to saying Aero again.
Oh, I know.
Aero, you look at the molds and the different things that are laid out, and from the little knowledge you have of them, you recognize some of the shapes as being shapes of reforge, different body parts.
Do you see those circles? Reforge. Those squares? Forge. Triangles. Forge. Yes.
You're making all-
Aries.
Good job on your shapes, by the way.
I've been practicing with June in his little book.
Aries, for your Arcana check, you look at the kind of the glasses and the vials, the chemistry kind of setup going on across the way from it, and you, from what little you've known and from some of your past experiences, you realize that this is definitely, it's not specifically magic item in the sense of like it's not magical, it's not able to like cast or have spells on it, but this is a very arcane infused setup that's going on. And you know that what's being melted down here is going to be what is used to strengthen the Reforged. If it's allowed to be something to you, like looking at it, it doesn't look quite right yet, like it's still in process. But you look at it and you're like, this is whatever's going on, this is the end goal.
I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I think they're trying to update the Reforge.
Like, make them worse?
Yeah, even more impossible to beat.
We need to find. You know what? I have an idea.
Oh boy.
I want to
What's
see.
your...
Mm-mm.
I want to see, and I'm gonna tell Aries. We bring this place down. We get weird, and we blow it to hell.
I'm okay with that.
Let's, on the way to find weird, let's see if we can find anything that makes it go boom.
We just need magic, man. He'd pull it up.
Yeah. So on the way to get weird, as we're walking, I wanna just continuously look for explosives.
All right. Roll me.
I don't know if
Detective
Aries
check.
is doing that as well, but I'm definitely doing that. Detective check.
Yeah, roll me an investigation check.
Okay.
For looking, because it's more than just perception. You're properly looking for stuff. So roll me a
A
investigation.
16.
19.
On a s-
Man, I'm doing good on rolls tonight. What happened? Last night was like crap. What's up with that?
Because we're not
I'm
fighting
glad,
anything
don't get
right
me
now.
I'm gonna say just wait till you get into a fight and
Exactly.
watch
Yeah,
you like miss every
exactly.
roll.
Yeah.
But as you're both walking along, like you see like components that might work to help to create something explosive, but you don't see any explosives themselves. Like there's certain like chemicals if they're combined that could possibly create an explosive, or there's certain components that you've maybe seen Aerowen passing to make like bombs and stuff. Or
Everything
as
I
we're
find.
walking,
Oh, go
just,
ahead.
I hold open the bag of holding. I think we're
I
on
was
the
about
same.
to say,
we're
I
on the,
start putting
we're
in
on
the
the
bag
same
holding.
thing. I have it open and we're like scooping stuff.
I don't know how worried I should be that they're on the same wavelength going through this
Yep.
place. I really don't.
And I'm just like scooping it in the bag. I'm stealing stuff as we're walking, and like components, just putting in there, hoping
I'm
that
just like
maybe
throwing
weird
them
could
to
help
him
us.
and just like go walking.
You guys walk along and you're just kind of picking up all the components you can find, hoping that there's maybe something worthwhile here. You know, you start to think, we don't know what to do, but hell, if we find Weird, he should be able to make something out of this. If anybody can, it'll be him.
Absolutely.
And you kind of keep pushing through the fact that you don't really see much in this area, and then you come to kind of one last, like, very kind of fairly wide staircase. But like you just see kind of like factory, like machines and pipes and different things at either side. And it's almost like run down like stairwell that's looking a bit, maybe a little bit rusted, paint's kind of scraped on the bars, like leading up to this platform. And the platform is not even like that high up. Like the next level is not even high, it's maybe 10, 15 feet above you. Like it's, you all want to push up past that?
Let me see.
15 feet up.
Yeah, but it's a staircase that kind of goes up to it, but like it's a very much like a. It's not like it goes to like a sprawling floor. You
Yeah.
can see from here it's like an enclosed kind of
Yeah.
like smaller area.
Yeah, I go up, but I do it sneakily.
Same.
Okay,
Same
and I
as
will
this-
say at this point, probably the last of the locate object spells there, but you do know that the goggles are up here before it
Okay.
kind of like dissipates. And
He's here.
Alright.
all right, if you're heading on up, make me stealth checks for the next floor.
All right, I'm using my. Ooh, that was rough.
Don't roll on that one. Don't roll on that one.
It's not.
Really don't want to kill Rezz and the Arrow in back-to-back weeks.
I got 19.
19.
I'm going to use my inspiration. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
I will remind you, you asked me to remind you about casting Cast Without Trace if you needed to. The concentration for Locate Object has finished.
Oh, okay. Well then,
So you can cast
1,000.
another concentration spell.
back that up. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Obviously, look, you didn't ask me to remind you, so I will remind
I know.
you.
I know. I
of
just.
that.
So yes, I will cast it. As
Oh,
soon as
nice.
I'm doing it. So that gives me a 20.
Gives me a 29.
23, 29, you both stealthily pass. As you come up the stairs, there are 2 reforged up here, but they seem to be almost in kind of like powered down mode almost. Like you get the feeling that they're not fully active. If you want to make a perception check, you can here. Or an investigation check even.
A
look at them.
27.
Dang.
Nice.
Felt like TBD. I rolled a 7,000.
Yep. 17.
You're fully aware these reforged are kind of in like low power mode. Whereas like the rest of them are like constantly kind of monitoring the factory, like they only activate if something that is considered to be threatening comes up to this area. Thankfully, with the stealth rolls that you made, they do not register you.
Can I see Weerd anywhere?
You look up beyond them on a little flight of stairs, you see a like massive kind of glass orb with what looks like almost like a molten liquid in it. Kind of just bustling up the bag, and you see kind of like lots of stuff spread out, lots of tools, lots of pieces, and you see a goblin in his full kind of tinkerer garb moving back and forward working on stuff.
I'm not gonna lie, Aries. This is pretty cool. Weird!
Can I like send like a little
mean
cat,
bastard.
like one of my little cats that's non-threatening, up the stairs to Weerd?
You absolutely can send it up to Weerd. You create
Oh.
one of the little cats.
As you're doing that, I'm like, Weird! I'm not yelling, but I'm saying it like quiet, like,
Wished.
The cat comes up to Weird. He immediately pulls out a gun and shoots it,
oh, good lord.
and like
Wait.
aims it down the gun down the hallway. Who's there?
It's me! Remember me? Oh god. He does. We're here to rescue you.
Really? You brought him?
I'm back.
Please go
Leave him
back.
alone.
No. Also, I
He's like-
need a gun.
Get over here.
Can we? There's two reforged right there.
You're fine. They mostly sleep. You'll be fine. Those two don't do much.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, really?
Just don't threaten them and you'll be fine.
Okay.
So I just
Well,
walk as casually, quote unquote, as I can up the stairs, but still doing it awkwardly.
Aero
With the
really
stealth
wants to
checks
touch
that-
those- he
the
really
stealth
wants to
checks
touch
that you
those
made-
boards.
You like are able to walk past them. It will murder you. Leave it alone.
Okay.
All right.
Weird kind of pulls you into like his little area. It's like, what the hell are you two doing here?
We need to get you out of here.
It's not going to be an easy thing to do.
What if I make you invisible? Also, here, Aero, show him your bag.
I
Is
open
there
the bag.
anything
and
we can use?
I kind of pour
to-
out the or take some of the. I won't say pour because that's loud. I'll take some of the components and just start setting them on the counter. We want to blow this place up. Can you make a bomb or something explosive?
So you're having a look at some of the components. Yeah, it's like broken. That could maybe be useful. Old hair dryer.
Oh, that's what that was.
Broken.
I didn't know what it
Why
was.
did they need a hair dryer? I'm confused.
He grabs a little thing of like some liquid that you guys found, and you see him starting to mix stuff together. And it's like you see something kind of start to bubble up in the glass. Immediately takes it. And, oh, I needed that. Right.
Oh, that's what that was.
Look, there's probably a way to get me out of here. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm not leaving without most of this stuff.
We have a
Oh,
bag
it's in
of
my
holding.
bag, bro.
Like most of the setup here can't just be put in your bag.
As he says that, I'm starting to shove the biggest thing that will not fit in the bag. Oh, okay.
It's
Never
not going to
mind
fit
then.
in a bag of holding.
Well, sorry. I see you're so
Look.
chipper. No, I won't say anything. I know
You're all that in a bag of holding.
Wow.
Also, I don't know if this is the best time to tell you, but if it lights a fire under you, so be it. Rezz is dead. So,
Rezz is dead.
yes.
How did that happen?
The Reforged.
He, what I understand, Weerd. Him dying, we were only able to get here because of his sacrifice. So do not let this be in vain.
Look, everyone's distracted right now. Most of the lower tier, or the Goliaths came back. They came with us. They
Oh,
drew
the
all the
Goliaths.
Reforged out. Yes. And then the
Droghar
middle.
was able to do that.
Yeah, he was brilliant, honestly. And the middle tier, yes, it has some, but not near as much because of what Rezz did. There's still a lot of activity, I'm sure, somewhere else. But right now, we have an opening. And right now, we need to get you out. Because you know that you're not just building normal Reforge here. You're updating them, aren't you?
That's what they want me to do. I'm trying to stall as much as I can. I don't want to just get rid of this stuff. I had no idea that they'd found this. This stuff could be the key to beating them.
Is there anything you can use outside of this factory? You
I
can
need
get the
this
same stuff.
material. I need to get at the very least the raw material that isn't in here. And if I can maybe use some of it. This stuff is a very rare material. It's called adamant. Most people don't believe it exists, but they found it.
Alright, then let's
If this
get
is
that
heated
material.
up, this way, this is literally impenetrable. The Reforge would become unstoppable, so I've been stalling.
Weird.
But
I know this is probably not the best time to ask, but I'm going to do it anyway because it's who I am and I'm uncontrollable. I need a gun that could shoot the crap out of those things if need be.
I have one gun and you ain't getting it just now. If I get parts, I can maybe build you another one, but at the moment, until we get out of here,
I dump out the rest of the parts. There.
you saw me go through half that crap and tell you most of it's broken, right?
Well,
you
it's
you
not.
heard
But it's
that.
not all the same stuff. It's different things. It's wibbly wobbly.
Do you know how to build a gun?
Dangle hooses and something or another. No, I don't.
What? What are you talking about? How stoned did you get in the Fae, man? What are you on about?
The little lizard girl told me. Oh God, I now know what it sounds like.
Little lizard. Did we have some fun in the Fae? Did we
No,
did we
it
see
wasn't
some
the
things?
Fae, it was in another place. Never mind. It's
Sure it was.
Anyways,
Anyway.
what bare minimum do we need to get you out of here and we can destroy this factory so they cannot continue your work?
There's a storage room downstairs that's got some of the components. I can remake some of this stuff. But they've got a holding thing downstairs where a lot of the adamant is being stored that isn't being used yet. That I can probably get out of here.
How do we move
They
it?
want me to make this into parts for a Reforged so that they become unstoppable. If I can form this into something, make weapons of some sort, it might just make things on an even playing field against these creatures. It might be our only way to stop them, and the only way to stop the Maker.
Weird. I'm so glad you didn't die. Let's do this.
You and me too.
All right.
We
How good is
Next.
your stealth?
not amazing, but I'll try my best. But let me get my bag and gather a few things from here. A few components
you're
I need
ready.
from up here.
When you're ready, let me know, and I'll turn you invisible.
Sounds good. He kind of gets his bag and starts gathering some pieces.
As he's doing that, I turn to Aries and say, send a little cat. I don't know if you can, to Droghar and TBD, and let them know we found Weerd. And we're headed back just in case.
Yep. So I send a cat with, like, a replica of his goggles on top of its head. I just kind of go,
At that as well, we'll cut over to the other safe house. There, everybody else is still at the moment. What are all of you up to the now while this is going on?
Droghar's kind of pacing around the room. Just like, I don't like the wait. I don't like waiting. I need to know if they're okay.
Droghar, calm down.
We should
You're
go.
gonna...
We should have gone with them.
No, we shouldn't. They're stealthy. They're going to get in and out.
I can be stealthy. Sometimes. On a good day. Like when the sun is like in the correct position. No? Okay.
No,
The
no,
stars
sweetie.
align.
No, sweetie. Mm-mm. Like, just calm down. Pacing a hole through the concrete. It's like, you'll be okay. It's... They're going to get back with the stuff. It's going to take the time to get to Weerd and get them out. Goodness knows what they're facing in there. We'll be okay. Our job is to stay hidden and stay out the road.
He's just spinning a sword on the point with the stone on the hilt. He's just finding stuff that he's just fidgeting with.
oh.
So, did you say Soraya was in the room?
Yes, Aries with them as well.
Where's June?
June's with her.
Okay.
She's trying to not let June crawl over to Droghar and grab his sword.
Droghar gets on the floor on his hands and knees and like puts the sword in front of June and goes, "This is Stonebreaker. This is like best sword ever. This is like gift from my father. You want to play
June.
with?"
June gets a big smile on his face and starts like slapping the broadside of the sword.
Drogar's like, "Yeah."
Sarai's like, no. The sword's like 5 times his size, Droghar. No.
He'll be able to. No, he probably won't be able to hold it. But
No.
he needs to know how to hold sword. I mean, sooner the better.
Yeah, let's start with something that's like, you know, his size.
Like a gun.
I mean, not gun.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
He'll get trained in guns, he'll get trained in swords. I know we're a bit older, but trust me, Aero and I still know what we're doing with weapons. He'll get the right training. Just not when he's 3 and not with a sword that's so much bigger than he is that he's not going to be able to do anything with, except kill himself.
So I think they're upgrading these Warforged to something worse, believe it or not. I don't know.
That's why we need
I'm
get
hoping
an
we
end to
can beat
this.
them.
You don't have a choice, really. You have to stop it. Stop what they're doing. I don't know how much worse it can get, to be honest. They've taken over most of Andriesia from what we've seen.
It's just gone. Andriesia is just gone. It's just rubble everywhere. We left and it was fine. And we came back, it was 5 years later. And it was just completely destroyed. They murdered so many people. Heads on pikes. And by sheer luck we found Weerd, or he found us. You guys... Just good to see you. I'm just glad to see you. Glad you're here.
No, we spent so long in Alaris, area and the Fae. We spent so long there, we built a life and we were happy. But I would be lying if I said I didn't miss this. Spent my whole life adventuring. Whether as a pirate, whether as an adventurer, the closest I came to settling down was when I got the bar.
Which, by the way, I think you still owe me money. Droghar kind of smiles.
I better save your life and get you out of this and we'll call it even.
Sounds good. It feels different with you guys here. It feels better.
Good to be back. You know, obviously we wish it was under slightly different circumstances, but it feels good to be back. This conversation's going on. What is TBD up to?
TBD's just like staring at these two talking. Not doing anything. There's not a single thought in that head.
It's just like a blind stare, like.
Yeah. Just like a.
Drool's starting to leak down.
It
Baby,
looks like Aero still.
Baby June just like crawls over to TBD and like climbs up into TBD's lap and just sits.
Oh.
And it's just quite content just sitting.
He's staring back.
He likes you, TBD.
Having a staring contest with a child.
He's staring up. Uh-oh.
I turn into baby June.
Baby June look. Immediately slaps you.
Yeah, that's about right.
Just takes it. Looks back. Slow blinks and just stares.
Baby June's starting to feel uncomfortable now. Just poking. Whack, 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 whack.
TBD's gonna turn back into default changing form and pick up June and kind of just like run around in circles, making weird noises.
Like, with the kid
Why?
in
I was gonna
hand,
say, why do
or-
I just see TVDs like with June like this in front of him? In front of him, and it's just like running. Not even like moving, just like running in a circle. Like running in a circle with it be.
Yeah. Wait. Am I gonna do this? Am I gonna actually hold up?
Oh no.
Don't kill my baby.
I'm not gonna. Your child's fine. No, I'm not gonna use Step of Night. I'm not gonna whip out wings. I'm just gonna run fast.
That's probably a good idea. You're in an enclosed space. I don't know how much the wings would do for you. Probably cause more of an issue. Oh. Alright. As that's taking place, gonna cut back as well to Lilith. Lilith has been keeping very close eye on Aero and Aries. And them going into the factory, and she's, unless she's changed back, she's still in ego form, still kind of sticking to the air. And it's, if you're still watching from the outside, it's probably been a good 20, 30 minutes since he went inside, at least. Does Lilith do anything different, or is she just still kind of keeping an eye on everything?
Yeah, I think I'm just keeping an eye.
Droghar is
Maybe
Just
gonna.
kidding.
really.
Drogar's gonna kind of crack the door a little bit and look out and look up in the sky to see if he sees Lilith, or see if he sees anything flying.
Make me a perception check, see if you can see.
All right, I'm going to
I believe in you.
use.
Perceive.
No. Can I do a stealth? Can I do a stealth?
You can do a stealth against it if you want.
Hey. Oh man. Hold on. I have guidance.
I'm gonna use. Wait a minute. What am I gonna use?
Oh my gosh, that's creepy.
All right, I'm gonna use inspiration on this.
There's no way. You're going crazy. Y'all are dating.
I got a 19.
19, what stealth did you get?
I only got a 16.
Nice.
You look up into the sky and it's like she's still like a fair bit in the air. And she's still fairly high up over the city. But you do kind of spot an eagle up in the air. It's like,
And
and
your heart tells you it is Lilith.
well, more the fact of like you've not seen basically a living animal the entire time you've been back from the Fae, and all of a sudden there's an eagle above the city. There's a good chance that's Lilith.
Be more romantic.
90% sure that's Lilith up there.
It's
Droghar
his
just
heart.
Droghar just tracks her until he can't see her anymore. And then he'll slowly put his hand on the door and just click it, like shut it until he hears it click.
He shuts the door over.
I don't say anything to anyone.
Lilith, still just over the city, just looking over it. Are you choosing to do anything else, or are you just going to stay in the air?
I'm gonna find a tree to take a nap. A nappy nap. Or just wait until I see someone come out.
I will tell you, there is no trees really left in the city. The closest tree would
shoot.
be
Okay.
outside the walls because you're in the middle of like over Union City right now.
That might be bad too if I change back. So I'm just gonna find somewhere to hide out for a minute.
You're gonna find a perch.
You
That I
can
won't
see
die
like a
on.
couple of buildings that are still kind of standing and taller. I mean, they're not in great condition, but there's a bit more, stable than others that you can land on and just kind of rest. And I will say, as you start to kind of like glide down towards the space, you do feel like a weird charge coming from the necklace, or where the necklace would be on you, and it almost kind of this shock of something coming over you, and it's almost like as you're gliding down, your power kind of starts to like it's almost phasing out, like it's a glitch almost is probably the best equivalent of it, and then it just kind of like kicks back in enough for you to land building.
That won't good.
All right, we'll cut back over to Aries and Aero with Weerd. Weerd kind of gathers his components that he needs and kind of puts it in his bag, and he's like, you see him just kind of looking at the setup he's got going on and all the stuff there, and he just kind of stops for a minute and looks at it. I want to do this. You see him kind of messing with some of the components that you guys did bring him. And you see him fitting a couple of things together. Don't have a lot of these, but do a little bit of damage with them. You see him kind of fasten one onto the glass and twist it so that it sticks there. In a lifetime, get my hands on this stuff, they better still have some down in storage.
Let's go get it then. And I reach out and I turn him invisible.
You turn him invisible. And you make your way down the stairs, and you get to kind of some more of the kind of components and stuff that's there, and the molds that you've seen for the metal, Weerd starts to like fix War of the Bombs kind of 2 stuff. And you head down the stairwells. As you get to the next floor down, like Weerd starts to kind of like veer off to an area to grab some more like pieces he needs.
I'll just hold open the bag if you need to throw him in here.
I was
throw
gonna
'em
say
in
he's
here.
still alive.
Yeah, it's like Weerd just starts looking at stuff and starts throwing it in the bag and just stuff that kind
I
of.
see weird stealing crap, and I'm like, okay. And I'm just taking random stuff and putting it.
Such
It
a
just looks at
klepto.
you and shakes your heads.
Thought we're looting this place.
I'm looting useful things. You're looting garbage.
Oh, do you think this is useless? And
You know what? If it means something to you, you hold on to it. You
I'm taking
stupid,
this.
stupid bunny.
I am taking this. Maybe it might be useful. You never know.
It's not.
That
And
is
I do
how
know.
TBD got Billy.
He grabs the last of the kind of stuff and he's like, alright. Downstairs. The vault. Alright. So to get into the vault, you guys come to it. To unlock it, I need someone to make a sleight of hand check. If
Oh boy.
this is not high enough,
Okay.
this will 100% alert the Reforged and they will come for you.
We both
And there's
need
at
to do
least and there's
What
at
do we
least
do?
4 in the building.
it. What's your sleight of hand?
Uh,
Like
plus 7.
20.
You do it. I got a 4. So
So
Like,
Aries,
that's
this
my-
is within her wheelhouse, but there is still a chance of this going wrong.
you still have inspiration, right?
I have inspiration and 2
And guidance.
guidances. Because TBD
Mine-
gave
Hey.
me 1 and.
Mine's gone. It only lasts a minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I
That's
have
sorry.
bull
both.
crap.
Yeah, TBD's is gone, but you still have guidance that was given from the chat, so you do have
And I have
guidance on this.
inspiration too.
And then inspiration, so. Hey there, Comic Clan. Are you enjoying the content that we're putting out here at Comics from the Cross? Then we would love you to become one of our supporters and join us over on our Patreon. You can support us over there financially for just $2 a month and get access to exclusive content, including my anime reactions as I'm currently going through One Piece and My Hero Academia, sci-fi reactions as Nitro goes through Doctor Who Season 2 currently, and also some reaction content soon coming from Jaye. On top of that as well, get a lot of behind the scenes information of stuff that's going on here at Comics on the Cross, as well as a ton of background information about what's going on with the Chronicles of Andriesia comic and Kickstarter, which will be coming soon. So if you're enjoying that content and want access to all that extra information, then check it out at patreon.com/comics and the cross. We would love to have you over there.
Even kidding, you all. Not
Our mic,
even kidding.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you not? Her mic cut out and I did not hear her over Discord. I heard it in the freaking hallway before I heard the react on screen.
As it should be.
Nat 20. Aries
Very
completely
nice.
Nice.
opens the
Killing
door.
it.
And you see, as you open it, like literally, for Aero and Aries, like if Weerd had not told you that he needed this stuff and it was special, you wouldn't have thought twice.
Weird.
It looks like this is all crap. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Like, it looks like small
I thought
pieces
you
of
grabbed prettier stuff than this.
like small pieces of metal, like still some of it's still like embedded in rock from where they found it. And like Weerd starts to put it in his bag. It's exactly what we need, and he pulls out quite a bit. He takes as much of it into the bag of holding as possible. It takes a fair amount. There's not a lot here. Like, this is the small amount compared to what's upstairs. And he grabs it like, Believe it or
Did
not,
he take all of it?
he takes all of it that's there, and he holds a piece of it. He says, believe it or not, this might just win us this war.
Hey. That works for
Nice.
me.
And you guys take him back round to the window that you guys came in. You open it, head out, and both of you can kind of make your way down, and you help Weerd down at the 20-foot drop.
Yes,
so that he doesn't.
jump! I gotcha!
Arrow bunny hops down.
I can't. Okay. Jump to Aries' arm.
Your
No,
knees
not
pop.
I like if
He's-
the Aries caught me like the ice skater and like. Oh,
Yeah, just like, ah!
Arrow tears his ACL.
Aries like puts her hands up to kind of catch, like it's like ice skater, but almost puts too much oomph into it. So Arrow actually goes like head first over, and his feet,
Ah!
and it flips and lands on the
Oh
ground.
god.
Kind of like
This
a
hurts.
volleyball bump. Just
You know what?
Yeah,
I
it's like-
expect
it's like-
nothing less.
It's like it catches him at the hip, so his legs like flip over, so he flips further than he expected. Ah!
I'm too old for this.
And Weird just looks at you.
I flip him off.
Alright, now
Flips you off right back. It's like you guys kind of step away from the building a little bit, and it's like, all right, get ready to run, because this is going to draw some of them in. You see him holding a little button in his hands, like,
Alright.
light him up. And he presses it, and you see a massive explosion going off in the upper part of the factory. It's a combination of seeing like a building explode and a volcano erupt. As this thing explodes and this molten metal that he was working with just starts to like fly into the air. Thankfully, you're all back far enough from it. That's why you stepped back mostly, was so that that didn't land on you. And it just starts to kind of like land on the ground, run down the building. Any of the reforged that were in range of it are just completely encased in this stuff.
Nice.
That was
All
cool.
right. Let's look out for TBD's sign.
Wait,
We
weird.
better move out of here.
The thing that caused that explosion, that was made out of the crap you have in your bag?
Yeah.
That stuff is awesome.
No, I'm awesome. I'm an effing genius, son.
If you're so much of a genius, I guess you need to make me a gun made with that stuff.
Oh, what? You don't need a gun anymore? You've got
No, I
better in
need
your
a
life
gun.
at
I
using
gave it
sword?
away.
Okay.
I gave it away by accident because I thought I wasn't coming back.
You gave away your gun by accident.
To TBD.
Well, it wasn't an accident. I
I
just
don't know
didn't-
if you deserve another gun.
I was retired, and so I lost it. Just please make me another one. I'm a ranger without a weapon. Besides these cool swords, and they're like
As he holds up
glowing,
these like glowing, like
glowing
gold and white swords.
itty swords. That's all I have.
Yeah, oh, what a shame for you. That's all you have is these super magic swords. Wow.
Come on, old buddy.
Alright. So, TBD, are you sending up a signal for these three?
How am I supposed to like top that?
Ah.
How am
I
I
don't know.
supposed to top that?
Are you able
What was
to light?
the plan
Are you
to
able
get them
light-
to come back to us?
Yeah.
Yeah, the plan was like basically to draw them
Yeah,
back to the safe house.
Yeah.
Are you able to light anything on fire, TBD?
No.
Okay.
I was gonna say, you're the ones that came up with the plan.
I thought we were closer, not in the safe house.
Is there anything in here that
I
we
thought
can
we were in
that
the
I can
second safe
throw
house, like in
a
the
long
middle.
distance?
Oh, is there a safe house? Okay, there's a second. Okay.
Yeah, you moved to the second safe house. You're nearer by them. You're still like not. You're not just like
Oh,
standing
so
in
they
the
don't
field
know where
waiting
the
for
second
them.
one is.
Right.
Oh, okay. Then I cast Mislead, and TBD stands up and puts the child down, and steps to the
Good.
door, and mutters something, and
The child
then
is immediately clamped onto your leg.
Aw.
fades out of existence, and then there's another TBD straight in front of the old one, and the child is clamped onto something invisible.
Oh, little baby June's just hanging on in midair to nothing.
Hmm.
Oh.
All right. So the other TBD is
and-
out the door.
Yep, and the other TBD is sprinting towards the factory.
With June.
No,
Oh, okay.
there's two of me right now.
I'm
Oh,
going
okay.
after. I'm
Okay.
going with TBD.
Nope!
No?
You hear behind you.
Droghar immediately hears a voice from behind him saying no and looks around and looks down at baby June. The only person he can see behind him.
Droghar, that one's
It's
fake.
like
Droghar,
the
that one's
baby.
fake.
the baby. It sounds like the baby's talking.
I'm so confused.
Droghar, come back here.
Is June floating?
Yes, Droghar, come back here.
He just looks
This is your
blankly. He
god.
just looks blankly at Soraya.
This is your god.
Can God?
Come indoors.
Oh no!
We've never had the conversation before.
It's time.
This is like.
It's a bit late.
I love that it's just making it worse and worse as it goes downhill. You're like, I'm just more confused.
TB's
It's,
picking up June.
It's a bit late. Oh,
Still
Sa-
invisible.
Soraya, is June able to float? Is this a thing?
Not that I'm aware of.
I shall bestow upon you powers, please.
Droghar just hears this voice claiming to be his god, and baby June floating in front of him.
I just reach out and slowly grab June and pull him closer.
I don't know if it open. I need Droghar to make.
Oh gosh. Anything regarding intelligence, just say it's an immediate fail, please.
I'll go with wisdom because you've got decent wisdom.
It's not
I
bad.
need a wisdom, just a straight wisdom roll,
Gosh.
to know if Droghar thinks that baby June is now his god.
I got an 8.
Oh.
100% baby June, your god is communicating with you right now.
Soraya? Soraya?
Yeah, Droghar.
I think my god is speaking to June.
Root?
I did not
Soraya,
know, like,
I-
God knew about me, but apparently he does, and
I've
he
always
speaks to
known.
3-year-olds. Specifically, your 3-year-old.
You are worthy, Droghar.
Droghar, maybe you should come in and sit down.
I don't know what to do with this information. I don't want to
Droghar,
set
I
June
believe
down,
in you.
but I don't.
Why don't you come in with June and why don't you sit down and we'll let you process what
Okay.
the hell's going on.
He continues to hold June out at arm's length because he doesn't know what to do.
Droghar sits down just with June in his hands, just staring and just waiting for words of wisdom to kind of come.
Tell me what to
With this
do.
revelation that one of the gods is now speaking to him directly.
Tell me what to do. Why have we not spoken sooner?
You didn't need my help until now.
Okay, you sound strangely like TBD,
That's
which is kind of
because-
weird, but I'm okay with it.
Okay. Cool.
Why would you speak to a little kid? That's kind of weird. And why wait
I'm
till
not-
now? You realize how much stuff I've been through? Where were you?
Droghar, I'm playing a
I
prank
died.
on you.
I died. Where were you?
Droghar, I'm
Hey
invisible.
God,
Oh
it's
my
me,
goodness.
Droghar.
It's too far to go on TBD. You just need to let him write it now. He's on this. You let him write it out. He's going on a journey of self-discovery through baby June here.
Oh my goodness.
I freaking love this game so much.
I don't even know why I said that.
I slowly pull June in and just hold him close.
I love you, Droghar.
I love you too. I don't know your name though. I did not even know you were real. I did not even know you existed. This is really
I
like
didn't know I was real
revolutionary
either.
for me right
You,
now.
Droghar, are why I exist. You are my only follower.
What? Are you
You are my
serious?
mightiest warrior.
I mean, I knew I was strong, but this is pretty sweet. This is good deal. What do you want me to do?
Droghar levels up into Cleric next level.
Paladin.
My deity is the 3-year-old half bunny, half tiefling.
Droghar the paladin stepping forward, the holy warrior.
Oh my
Droghar,
gosh.
I need you to believe in me. And to
I
cherish
believe.
your friends.
I-
And to love with your entire heart. Just be you, Droghar.
I feel like I do a pretty good job of that already.
That is why you are my mightiest warrior, Droghar.
Okay. I believe you.
This is amazing.
I'm just kind of blown away that you would speak to a 3-year-old. That's still kind of blowing my mind.
A very special 3-year-old, Droghar.
I will never put June down.
You can put June down.
Wait, I thought you were June. Or are you just speaking to June?
I'll let you decide. This is a path to self-discovery, Droghar. I cannot help you the entire way.
You
You must make decisions for yourself.
You probably know more about me than I do, but I'm not really that smart. So I actually
okay,
need you to
Droghar.
tell me. Are you actually a 3-year-old kid?
Aren't we all?
That's a good point.
Droghar. Please. You must find the... And then cuts off.
I want to move on, but I don't want to as well. So
I must find the what? And I just hold June up. I don't shake him. I'm just holding him up. What do you want?
I'd like to think he throws up on you.
Oh my goodness, I love this game so much.
Anyway, the illusionary copy of TBD is sprinting down.
Yeah, for the other part of the party. Her waiting down the pathway. It's like you all turn around to basically see TBD running at you.
Oh, was that TBD?
That is.
And then when TBD finally stops talking to Droghar, is going to switch vision to the clone so I can actually see through it.
Oh,
Hi.
so we found Weerd.
Oh!
He's a bit more crabby than usual, but
No, I think that's normal. I think you're just mean.
oh,
I'm just
that's
kidding. I
mean.
love you, Aero.
okay. Oh, I suppose.
She's right though.
Okay.
Follow me.
Okay.
Yep, we gotta get out of this spot because of that. Corruption.
You all start making your way down the path following TBD, and she leads you back to the safe house. I'll say no need for like stealth checks or anything like that. Any attention
Oh
is
my
completely
gosh.
on the factory that's that's now in ruins. And you all make it back to the safe house.
Is Droghar still holding June?
I'm holding June on my lap, and I just, as they come in, I look up at Aero, and I'm like, God just spoke to me through June.
Nexus? Nexus
No.
spoke with you?
No, my God.
Who's your god, Droghar?
I don't know, but I think I'm like only follower. Yeah. She said I'm
Oh
like
my
best
God.
fighter
I
ever.
walk over. Hey, Droghar, I'm gonna take June for a little bit, if that's okay.
Sure.
I take June and I'm like, I slowly walk over to Soraya. What the hell happened?
I'm with Aero and I'm like, what did he drink? While we were
Nothing.
gone?
This was all sober. It's been a weird day.
Droghar
We
is
lived
like
in the
weird.
Fey for a
wide-eyed,
couple.
like
We
full
lived in the
of
Feywilds for a
confidence.
couple of years, and this has been the weirdest day we've had for a while.
I agree. Speaking of weird, look who
Welcome
we found. And I point.
You
It's
can
like
have
Weird.
Rose.
It's like Soraya gets up and comes over and gives him a hug. It's like, oh, thank God you're back as well. I was worried it was just a bunny.
Hey.
Hey,
And
what? I don't like
Aries.
you.
And Aries. Oh, you're talking about me. Come on, you know you love me.
No.
Okay, well, now I'm sad.
So guys, long story short, I'm sure we are just gonna fill this in, but yeah, they were using him to like make the reforged even harder. even more unbeatable. So it was a good call to get him out.
The tower.
And we don't have to worry about that factory anymore.
Yes. It's gone kaboom. I walk over and empty my bag. And I found some cool stuff. Droghar, check it out. This thing. It's just a spring. And it's
Droghar pulls it
It's
up.
pretty cool though.
Dude, these look amazing.
it's the best.
What is it?
I don't know.
A
I
sprung.
found it.
We're still pulling his components over to make sure he pushes everything that Aero got.
all the trash.
Right
and
off the
garbage.
table.
Like, there we go. Says, now, what the Reforged wanted was this. He holds up the pieces he's got. This, probably the rarest metal. Most didn't think it was a real thing. But somehow they found it. I don't know how, I don't know where, but they found a called adamant, which in itself isn't much. The metal itself isn't great, and he kind of even takes a piece of the rock and the metal and actually snaps it. In this form, it's brittle, breakable, it's not worth anything. Most would overlook it if they found it. But superheat it, melt it down and forge it into something. It becomes one of the strongest metals that weapon or armor made from.
Like, how strong are we talking?
Like, if you faced a Reforged with this, you would never damage it.
How many? Weird. Are there any reforged with this armor?
No. Thankfully, I stole long enough. They didn't know how to make it themselves. It can be a fairly complicated process after the heating. Easy to get wrong if you don't have everything just right. They were never able to make one, and thankfully you all got me out and we blew up the only factory working on it. This is the only stuff left. That stuff that's pouring down is unusable now. It will harden and it will stay like that, and they won't be able to salvage it. This is all we've got left of it. Not a lot. I can't forge anything with it. What I can do is, if I can get it melted just right and into molds, I can use it to coat your weapons. And use that to deal some serious damage.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but let's start a fire.
What do you need?
Alright, I need a few pieces, thankfully, where this house seems to have a few things, and he kind of starts to point to stuff around the room for you. So, like, there's a fire pit that had like a cauldron in it. It's like that over. Puts the metal into there, fits some of these machines kind of together. Now, the major thing from these components that I need is heat. I managed to get some components together to put together a little device I like to use every often, my Eldritch Cannon. And make a flamethrower to superheat this, but any more heat that I can get on this, the better. The hotter we get this, the easier it will be to forge it.
Look over at Soraya. Is there anything you could do?
Yeah, I can add a bit of heat to it.
And
Lilith.
Where's Lilith?
She
Lilith
left.
should be able to as well, but I've not seen her since she left.
We need to find her.
I don't think she wants to be found at the moment.
She may not want to be found. You know how it is out there with those things. They find her, before we do, she's dead.
Yeah.
Don't tell her I said this. I swear, none of you better not say anything, or I'm going to be pissed. But I don't
TBD
want to see.
opens her mouth and mimics Aero perfectly voice-wise and says the exact same words.
I hate you so much, TBD. Anyway,
I love it.
I care for Lilith, and I don't want to see her dead. So, let's.
You're going to find her. Now's your chance. It's going to take me a little bit to put this Eldritch Cannon together. If you want to go find her, you've got a chance now, and then I'm going to have to start heating this either way.
Droghar puts a
Alright.
ring to his sword, turns it to platinum, and then ignites it.
I go up to her. Weird. Look, I know you don't like me, but I'm serious. I'm better with firearms, you know that. I need something.
Give me a sec. See what I've got. I'll grab a few pieces. He starts putting stuff together and making bits. It's a bit more cobbled together than he usually does with pieces, but you start to see the pieces coming together of what like a firearm.
Hey, Droghar, let's see if we can go find
I
Lilith.
have a little bit of ammo from back in the day. Will it
Let's
fit?
go.
That'll fit. Don't worry. I know what I'm doing.
Are we waiting on
He
Aero?
manages to put it together and hand it to you. It's not the best work. It's the best I can do now. I'll refine it a little bit later for you, but
Thank you.
pepper box. Don't lose it. Don't give it away.
No, I won't. I did that one time, but I'm not retired anymore, so, you know. Also, please, I know you're busy and stuff, but if you need Soraya, use her, but you know, just watch out for him, okay? I have a kid now. That little monster thing right there, that is now playing with your tools. Stop touching that, Joan! Put it down! Put it down! I said put it down now!
And also,
Oh,
Droghar
God,
leans.
got it.
Droghar
Ted
leans into
literally
Weerd.
picks up a wrench and like throws it at Aero.
Oh, God!
Droghar,
Stop it!
Droghar leans into Weerd and goes, "And just so you know, June is a god. Okay? He spoke to me not 5 minutes ago. So you better take good care of him. It's good to see you, by the way." And I kind of just push his shoulder with my hand.
He gives you like a little fist bump, or kind of like,
By the way, this weapon is amazing. And I'm holding up the sword that he upgraded.
Alright, well, I'll try and get this put together for you all. See if you can go and find her.
Let's go.
So as they
That's
start to
what I
head out,
I have like a smaller bag, and I open it up and I start loading in the pepper box with my old bullets from my old gun. Telling you it's good to be back.
It's good to fight by your side again, man.
We're gonna have to definitely fight and then burn something down. We've done it twice already. What's the chances that's gonna happen again?
Well,
you
we
know?
already burned something down.
I can burn this
Well,
down.
yeah,
and
but
I hold
I
my
wasn't-
sword close to it.
Nope. No, not that. Let's not do that. I'm just saying let's fight a big bad. Maybe we can fight the Maker and blow it all up around us while we fight him to death. We've done that twice already. Why not do it again, you know?
Well, I'm going to stab him in the face. So,
Cool.
Oh,
yes.
alright, so while you're all heading out, look into the streets and try and find Lilith. Lilith was perched up on the building. I believe polymorph lasts for an hour. Are you transforming back after that, or are you recasting?
Just transferring back.
You transform back into your tiefling form. Are you heading to the group? You've been keeping an eye on and know where they went and know the location of the safe house, I would say. Are you heading in there? Are you trying to find them, or are you still trying to kind of stay out of their way?
I'm gonna head in there.
Okay. Are you meeting up with the crew that's coming out, or are you going to slip past them and go inside?
Well, since you gave me the option, maybe I'll slip past.
I'm gonna stare right at you.
Give me goes. We just keep going.
Bye, Lilith.
Everyone heads out the
What
door,
did they
and
say?
everyone's left. Who's all left to look for Lilith?
I think.
Wait.
Myself. Aries.
No,
Droghar,
Aero,
TBD.
Droghar, Aries went, I think. Did TBD go?
I still have mislead active, so I'm still invisible inside, and I'm just controlling my duplicate. But while I'm doing so, I'm deafened and I can't see. So
Okay.
Oh, I changed my mind then. I don't sneak past.
Alright, so I'll say as the group starts to kind of make their way out to kind of look for Lilith, it actually doesn't take you too long. You find her actually fairly close to the building. And just kind of like comes up to you, maybe a bit sheepish, but kind of standoffish since she like burst out as an eagle earlier tonight, but kind of like comes up to you all.
Sup?
Lilith, you okay?
I've been better.
Why did you leave?
I just needed some space.
It's really dangerous right now for us to separate. As powerful as you are, one Warforged can take any one of us out individually. But together, we're much stronger.
I know what the risks are.
So what's the plan, everyone?
I guess we're waiting for the weapons, and then see where the Goliaths end up at.
Any word from your father, Droghar?
Not yet. We faced off on the front line against the initial Warforged onslaught. They fought so we could slip by. He's the best fighter I know, so I'm sure he's fine.
I tried to help him, but I don't know
Did
how
you
much
see
it
him?
helped.
TBD on the field.
Did I? I don't remember.
We all do look alike.
Yeah, I don't think you specifically seen him. You looked through them, and you noticed the kind of battle that he was involved in at that side,
Mhm.
but there was no way to tell it was him. There was too many bodies mixed in to specifically see him.
Gotcha. There's too many people to make him out, but I'm sure he's okay. He's a good fighter.
I'm sure he's fine. Like, Droghar has, like, doubt in his eyes. Because he doesn't know what's going on.
I'll walk over to Lilith. I'm glad you're okay. Mm,
TBD louder. I'm glad you're okay.
mm.
Thanks, guys.
I think
Big
we would all be sad.
Hugs.
Droghar grabs everybody and picks
He, like,
everybody up.
hugs.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Droghar loves
Hugging
it!
it out. Hugging it out.
I love hugs.
Well, what's now?
I love the conversation of like having a go at her because she got the necklace from Valron and just like, yeah, we're just gonna hug her and forget about it for now.
I never forget.
No.
Oh,
yes.
I'm gonna try to get my wand back.
Lilith? You do, you're not dumb. No, I don't want you to think that we think you're dumb. We're very concerned about your, what's the word?
Uh-oh.
Dealings with
Entanglement.
Valron. Yes.
What are we, the paparazzi? Oh goodness.
So, I would get your wand back, get rid of that evil necklace, and don't talk to that dude ever again.
You make it sound so easy.
I
I mean,
mean,
Getting the
Anything
necklace is pretty
happened
easy,
while
I think.
you were using magic with it?
Huh?
how do you
Did
feel?
Yeah. How did anything happen while you were using
Not really.
it? Do you feel okay?
Sure.
You okay?
You know, you don't sound very convincing.
Yeah. Are you sure that you're okay?
If you
I'm
want,
fine.
if you want, you can make a deception roll,
Can I
Oh,
do?
What if
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't want
An
and the
it?
rest
Insight.
of you can make an insight check against it if you
Well,
want.
I got a +9.
Oh,
And I
I also
rolled a
have a
19.
+9. I also have a +9.
I rolled a 19.
I'm gonna use my inspiration for this.
Oh, I will too.
I rolled a 19.
Can
Dude,
I?
Okay, so we're at the same.
Wait. Can I
I
do a
rolled a
persuasion
1 on my
check to
inspiration.
persuade her to tell me
You
the
rolled a dirty
truth?
20 then.
Wait.
You can attempt to roll a persuasion, it will roll against her deception.
Okay.
Do I still? Okay. Aries gave me bardic inspiration last session. How long does it last for before it goes away?
Yeah, that'll be well gone at this point.
Oh yeah, it's gone.
Okay. I
That's,
just want to make
that's
sure.
at
Butterball.
least a good couple of hours, that's well gone.
Oh yeah.
That's right, baby.
All right, I got a 26.
So I'm gonna use my guidance as well because I can. I can't. What is math? 19 plus 9 plus 3. What's it?
31.
Like
28, 29, 30, 31, yeah.
Okay, that's what I get. Insight.
You fully know TBD that she's lying, that something happened.
I'm not gonna say anything about it.
Droghar is going to
Right.
slowly.
I'm not going to make her say anything about it, but with the persuasion roll of Aries being that high against the deception, Lilith feels like maybe it'd be worthwhile talking to Aries, but it's up to her if she acts on it.
So basically, that's why I tell her, I'm like, look, Lilith. I know it's hard for you to trust people. And I know that sometimes you feel out of place, you feel like we don't take you seriously. And I know we've talked before that you don't feel capable enough. You know all that's not true. Valron, though, he scares a lot of us. He puts a lot of fear into us. So yeah, I can see how we all overreacted. But I also know how persuasive he is, so he has to be making you feel really good. But think about how you feel with us. We may not always make you feel happy, but I hope you can feel safe with us. Which I know with Valron, well, for him to torture a number of living souls for fun, probably not a safe place. But I'm always here if you need to talk.
Okay.
I'll say with the high persuasion roll on that, Lilith really feels that kind of hitting her. She feels the sincerity from Aries in that. Feels the sincerity of her, like reaching out to her. Whatever she does with that is completely up to her from them. You fully feel that from her though.
I could see where you're coming from.
And hey, I'm glad we found you. 'Cause you know what we really need? Some of your heat.
I have plenty of that.
I figured you did.
Let's kill it.
We
You're all
heading
heading
back?
back in.
Yeah.
Yeah. TBD takes Droghar by the shoulders. And then the voice of the god says, I believe in you. And then disappears.
It happened
Droghar,
again.
oh,
It happened again.
what
That's
happened?
I
so
heard-
messed up.
I heard
Okay,
God's voice.
did I
again.
notice this? Because I know
What did
TBD
your
really
god
well.
say, Droghar?
Make me a perception check if you've seen that it was
She
something
said
or-
like something like I'm best fighter ever, and I'm like only follower of hers. I think is she. But she never
I
talked
thought
to me
you
before.
said my baby was your
I got a
god.
12.
I'm confused.
I
Yeah.
think it is
No.
your son, but it sounds like girl voice.
TBD
Yeah.
walks out the door. Are y'all guys coming in?
Oh yeah. Sorry, we kind of got a little distracted.
Well, I need to
Yes.
know more of this.
Maybe my favorite random plot twist we've ever done in this show. Droghar is 100% going to become a paladin for baby June.
Oh yeah, that's Droghar.
I'm getting Twilight vibes.
Or a cleric. He's June's cleric.
June's cleric.
I can see Droghar now in like the healing robes and stuff.
So where are these
have like
guys?
vomit on him.
He like hits someone with a stick and instead of doing damage, it heals.
Okay, I need to do like some sort of what offshoot of this somewhere at some time that happens. That's a good thing.
Would Droghar actually have magic though, or would he think he has magic? Because Baby June isn't magical.
But paladins
Or as
are
you know.
typically magical through the power of belief,
Oh,
right?
there you go. Okay, so paladin, yeah.
So if he believes hard enough, he would technically become magical.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh, that really happened. Oh
I
my
kind of
God.
wanted to. I'm not going to push it any further, but like that'd be amazing.
Oh, that was
Um,
so funny.
Gosh.
But you all head back inside, and you see Weerd kind of putting the finishing touches on his device, and he turns on his Eldritch Cannon to a flamethrower mode, and this massive arcane flame comes bursting out of it
Oof.
into the fireplace, like heating the cauldron that's got the metal in it.
And you need more heat than this, Weird?
For this stuff, yeah. The heat's not just about melting it, it's about purifying it. I need the heat to get all the remains of the earth and the rock to the surface so I can skim it out.
Alright, well, you're up, Lilith and Sarah. I gotta step outside. This is too hot for my fur.
I'll step outside as well.
He starts to turn it up, and Lilith and Soraya step forward and start adding heat onto what's already taking place with the Eldritch Canning, and you see like the cauldron itself like starting to like almost like glow white, that it's starting to become that hot. He starts to work and starts to mix. And every so often you'll see him skimming top. You see all these rocks, all these pebbles, all this dust getting cleared from the boulders that it was trapped in. And this process goes on for a little while. For those that have stepped outside, do you all have anything you want to say or do, or any conversations, or if not, I'll just kind of push through this refinement process.
What is Aries doing?
I'm kind of just sitting down. I'm messing with my pan flute a little bit. Trying to
Oh,
see if I can see any stars.
I'll sit down next to Aries and just kind of like lean against her. Kind of put my head near her.
You know, it feels good for you to be back.
It does. I've missed this so much. And not because I'm lazy and like to work in stables and whatnot, but missed all of you.
Tell you what, we missed you so much. Especially the big guy. Did you
I,
know he kept that letter that you wrote?
Really?
Oh yeah, he didn't think I saw, but he kept it in his gauntlet and he would take it out and read it from time to time.
That must have been disgusting.
Oh, it was gross. It was wet, and by the end, you
Yes.
couldn't. He thought he could read it, but there was nothing to read. I bet you he memorized every word.
When I wrote that, I thought that was it. I really thought I would never see any of you again. I'm so glad it turned out the way it did, though I'm sad that it is at the cost of your friend Rezz's life.
He was the reason we could. He was a plane jumper. He was one that gave us even the slightest small hope.
Now's not the time to go into great detail about it. But just know, when you track down Dream, I know. Lady Lightfoot, Spectra, you're not doing it alone.
Not doing it alone?
Why do you think I'm here? Thank Rezz for that.
Thank you. I don't know what I'm gonna find, but I gotta find his daughter for him. And
Same.
I gotta find Dream.
You know how I feel about Dream, Aries.
I know how everyone would feel about her. They'll probably shoot her on sight.
Try
Don't get me
not to.
wrong.
Try.
I wouldn't expect any less.
The word is try. Last time I saw Dream, she pulled an arrow. Shot you. And I missed. When I shot her back.
I know. And don't get me wrong. I know we're not partners anymore, and I know that we can never have the life that me and her both dreamed, but she's in something bad. And I can't let her do that to herself. No matter the fact that she killed me, literally.
Yeah. Rezz's daughter. She lost her soul. I know what it means to lose your soul. I made a promise to Rezz. And to Nexus. I'm gonna help get her back. I miss the flute. Wanna play it?
Absolutely.
I
I
just
just hold it up.
Lean
and
my
I
head
just
against her shoulder and just smile.
I just start playing it.
Can I just sit there and play the flute just lightly, not enough to draw any attention to themselves, but nice man. Just kind of zone out and just for a moment forget where you are, forget the place that you're in. get the heaviness of what you've got to focus just on being there and enjoying peace, enjoying the break. You sit and everyone kind of small conversations and different stuff in the building, and no one goes in depth into too much. Everyone's just kind of anxiously anticipating and waiting. And then Weerd, after working for what feels like an eternity making this, finally lets you know that it's ready. Asks everyone for their weapons. Takes.
I asked Weird too. How he does that. One more thing, Weird. Does this material have magical properties?
It emits almost an arcane energy to it. It itself isn't magical, but it emits like arcane properties to it. So most consider it a magical.
Look, I know we don't have a lot. If we're fighting these things, we're gonna need ammo. Lots of it.
Don't worry. Got you covered. He takes your weapons. Starts to coat each of them in this. Starts to coat Aries' claws or lunar blades. Takes arrows, makes his grace, and starts to coat them. He takes Billy the club and coats Billy.
Billy fussing the entire time.
I like to imagine Billy's just eating it.
Yeah.
Billy starts trying to eat it, and essentially you can't hear it because he's like underwater essentially in the molten stuff, but he's essentially like weird the entire time it is going on. But eventually the process is done, and he is now coated in this material as well. Weird comes to Droghar.
Drogar's like holding onto a sword. He's holding it to his chest.
You big fella, you've got a choice. If I coat that sword in metal, you're going to wreck house on these things. You will tear through them. But because of the type of metal and when it hardens, the metallurgy ring will not be of any use to you. It won't be able to transform it. And I don't know if it'll be able to catch fire.
Drogar looks down
But
at
it
the
is
sword.
up to you if you want to keep that as it is. It's a fairly strong weapon. Still do some damage. It is your choice if you want me to do it. Just know there's no going back if we do.
I trust you, Weird. Just take care of it.
Right. Takes the blade. Starts to coat it. This. You all start to realize that your weapons are now like it's black metal on it, but it's almost like a deep, pure black, like a gemstone with a certain shine to it. When the light hits it just right, you see almost kind of like almost like a fey light, almost like a color of like different pinks and blues and stuff just emanating off of it. You all now have adamantine coated weapons. These weapons,
Does that include my pistol?
Weerd also makes some ammo out of it.
Okay.
A limited supply for the adamantine pistol, but it's enough to do some damage against the reforged. Your adamantine weapons against a normal creature, a normal monster, a normal fight that you get into will do a crit damage on a 19 or a 20.
Nice.
Against the reforged, because they are constructs and adamantine's a special metal that's designed for destroying objects, walls, doors, whatever. That's its specialty. Against constructs like the reforged, like the maker, every hit is a crit. If you hit their armor class, it counts as a crit.
Yeah.
Weerd has just leveled the playing field for all of you against the reforged with it.
Dang.
Good lord, that's awesome.
So what do I get?
You got your magic necklace of Valron last week.
Oh, I don't get any weapons.
I'll send you stats for the exact damage they do. He is able, it won't have the same magical properties, but he does make you some adamantine tipped arrows
Ooh.
for your bow.
Ooh.
Just like Rezz's,
Cool.
they're going to be in limited supply because it is ammo for a weapon. And I'll send you stats for that, how it works, because the lucid bow doesn't really have anything for that, but you can use it like a normal bow, so you will be able to fire and do damage with it.
Cool.
Dang.
So, so you all have weapons that you can keep using beyond the reforged. Once we get past fighting reforged and constructs, if you go back to fighting monsters, you'll do crits on rolling a 19 or a 20 on your die. But against the reforged, everything is a crit.
Nice.
Droghar picks up the sword and holds it up, looks at it. This is beautiful. Weird. Thank you.
Greatest metal in existence. Use it well. Win this effing war.
I look at the only way to win a war, cut the head off of a snake. We go for the maker.
Actually, the way you win this war, blow it up from the inside. There are two places we need to hit. Palace and the factory underneath it that makes the Reforged. I need a team to distract the Maker from knowing what's going on inside his factory. He has eyes and ears everywhere in there, but if he is attacked head on, he won't see what's going on. And if he can be distracted long enough and we blow up that factory, it'll take him with it.
I go to Maker.
Because I've made explosives, or I'm preparing to make explosives using the last, the adamantine. This stuff will shred that place to bits and take out the Maker and the Reforged. 2 teams, 2 locations, 1 mission. And that's where we're going to call it for tonight.
Woo!
Go. It's good to be back.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Rabbit man.
Rabbit man.
Rabbit man.
What happened?
A lot happened. You got stronger weapons. You saved Weerd. You blew up a factory. Aero and Sarai are back. They've got a kid, and Droghar might have a god now.
You're welcome.
That was the best part.
Which, by the
Oh
way,
my
the two of
gosh,
you,
that
the two of you
is-
playing that off is like the funniest thing ever. That was amazing. Like,
I tried to
That was the
backtrack
best
too.
part.
I love how you tried to backtrack, and it's like, nope, we're too deep now.
Yeah,
We're too
I
deep.
jumped in with both feet. We're doing this.
This is Drogar's path to becoming a paladin. I see it now. Like, This was so much fun tonight, and join us for next week when what should be the finale of Chapter 4, as our heroes head straight towards the tower and to take on the Maker.
Whoop whoop.
So, thank you so much for everyone who's joined us, everyone who's hung out in chat tonight. Thank you so much for all the redemptions as well, even if most of them were from a guilty feeling chunk for killing Rezz.
100%.
We appreciate it nonetheless. But thank you so much. If you have missed out on any of the stuff from Chronicles of Andriesia or our other show, The Book of Astra, please go and check out our YouTube channel for the TTRPGs to get caught up in those, as well as some other stuff that's getting uploaded there as well. Also, go and check out the podcasts that are beautifully culminated together with our very own LJ the Paladin, who is taking an amazing job over there. And if you listen to the most recent episodes and the episodes from this week, you'll also hear a lovely little commercial done by our very own Droghar and Droghar advertising Misty Mountain.
Best commercial ever.
It's like pure gold.
And if you want to hear the 20-minute raw footage that I was sent on that, oh, you do.
You definitely do.
Then please go and check out our Patreon. You can support us there for as low as $2 a month. If you want to support us and hear what the hell I had to sit and listen to, and what poor LG had to sit and listen to and edit together to make a commercial, go and check it out.
There is a bit of a content warning on it.
Yeah.
It goes off the rails. There was expletives that I did mute in it. That's the only edit to it. But even then, the content still goes off the rails severely. Like, I don't even want to say anything. I want to just go listen. Please just go listen. Like, you will not regret it. Also, as well, if you're interested in supporting us on Patreon, there's other exclusive content over there, including 2 amazing specials that we are going to be recording, or, well, 2 specials I'm going to be recording this week because I booked myself back to back, and that are going to be coming to Patreon. Myself and Nitro finally get back to some watch-alongs, as we are going to delve into watching Captain Marvel again. One of my most hated MCU movies.
Why?
Because we decided we're going to watch the Marvels, and we're like, you know what, let's watch the first one to get in the mood for it, and so we decided to do them back to back, and I already regret it. But if you want to hear us comment on it, and let's be honest, rip the first one apart, come and check it out. And then I will actually be joined by Spacehawk. We're recording Thursday night, along with our good friend of the channel, Mr. Locksteady, as we have a sit-down talk. Now that I have completed the Mass Effect games, we're going to sit down and do a spoiler talk of the trilogy. Talk about what we loved about it, what we didn't like about it, what happens, what theories there are, everything that you can possibly think about is covering.
And then you're going to play Andromeda.
Yeah, I've got to get into Andromeda as well. It's like... I've heard so many mixed things about it. People don't like it, and others are like, oh, it's really good.
The animation is
but don't worry.
You know what?
After I finished chapter the 3rd one, Mass Effect 3, I did go and get myself some more Mass Effect World, because I had to get into it, and already I'm excited to get into this because the freaking art is stunning in this.
It is awesome.
And I got the whole set of the comics, not realizing how thick it is.
Good grief, dude.
I got all the Mass Effect comics, so like I should be good for a while.
That's awesome.
So I'm excited to delve into that. But yeah, we'll be doing a conversation about that. I'm excited to, because it's the first time in a long time I've played a game and I felt hollow when it was done, because I was like, everything's empty now. I need more. I need more of it. It's like, so I'm excited to get into that. So if you all want to hear those conversations, they will be coming up on our Patreon. Either later this month I'll have them uploaded, or it's on the 8th. I should get them. I should really get them edited by then. So they should be up later this month if you go and support us over there. But yeah, so we've got some exciting stuff coming up here on the channel on Twitch, though. We also have some amazing stuff coming up. Don't miss out on tomorrow night's stream, as Spacehawk will be back with a channel redeemed horror game, as he will be sitting down to play Poppy's Playtime. I already know he's going to scream during it, because of course he will.
And I'm going to try to get Dixper to work, so if you really want me to say some foul language, go ahead and use it.
Yeah, You all took advantage of us with Dixper last time. We didn't get it working 2 weeks ago, and boy, we got it working last week
Oh,
for
it
the
was
Escape the
so
Backrooms, and you
many.
all took advantage of
Oh,
it. You
so many.
played so many jump scares during that game.
Oh.
But if you feel like scaring Spacehawk even more, then now's your chance. Get in there, get some Dixper stuff going, and scare the crap out of him. LG will, of course.
Because I have channel points.
We have sound redeems for channel points, so you can scare them with those as well if you want.
I have 31,000.
Do like I did with Nitro, like just play the Senko bagpipes at the quietest moment possible and watch
Please
him
don't.
jump out his skin.
Still recovering from that.
That was hilarious, though. Oh my god.
That actually,
I have
that
never
physically
seen Nitro
hurt.
have a near heart.
That physically hurt.
But also LJ will be back on Thursday as well. He has been playing through X-Men Legends here on stream and is actually doing really good. Like, they're phenomenal games, great retro games to be playing. So if you want to get that X-Men fix, X-Men 97 is just not enough X-Men fix for you in the week. Go and check him out on Thursday night. And then this Friday, we will not be having a stream here at Comics in the Cross. Please, please, please go and check out Playotic Games on their channel. Friday night they start their charity stream for Extra Life for Kids. They're going to be raising funds for Extra Life for Kids, an amazing, amazing company, amazing organization, seeking to just provide some relief, some entertainment, some little bit of joy for the life of kids with terminal illnesses. Is a phenomenal charity. Please go and check it out. We are absolutely honored and thrilled to be partnered with them during this TTRPG marathon, they're calling it, because it will be going from Friday night through to Sunday night. They will be playing all day Saturday and Sunday, and if you want to check them out on Saturday, the last two games of the day are going to feature members of Comics in the Cross. Nitro and Joy will be in the second to last game of the day. What's the kickoff time for that one?
I think it's 7:30.
7:30,
Maybe.
I think
I
it
gotta
is for
double
that
check
one.
the time. Well, no.
We'll post it on our social medias though, so that you all know, and then join us at 10:30 for the last game on their channel, as I will be the DM for that game, and I will be running a one shot on that, which my chat is going crazy over there, like with the guys that I'm playing with, and I am so looking
That's
forward to it.
awesome.
But let me do a little shout out for them. So please go over there, please go show them some love, go and drop them a follow and hang out with us the weekend, and then we will be back, of course, Sunday night with Book of Astra, and next Monday night for Chronicles of Andriesia, which should be the finale for both these chapters of Book of Astra and Chronicles of Andriesia. So
Which is
you know what,
crazy.
you get a full weekend plus of TTRPGs. Go and hang out with Playotic Games and then wrap up the weekend with us. It's going to be an absolute blast. I am so racking my brains over work DMing a couple of games this weekend, and I am so excited for what's to come. It's going to be amazing. So make sure you join us for everything we've got going on. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you so much for the love and support from all of you. And we'll see you all tomorrow. In the meantime, remember, it's a good week to be a geek. Take care. See y'all soon.
See y'all.
Adios.
Peace.